What do you do to stay in shape? Are you throwing yet?
Yeah, I've been throwing at home and moving around and keeping my core strong and making sure that a lot of the stuff that's kind of centered around what I've been able to do with Bryce at home and watch him grow, as I said yesterday in the broadcast, and those are exciting parts about being a dad, right? So there's certain aspects of the competitor that has to get working out and get going, but.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rich, your core got a stronger beam down here because of all the hugs you got from a million different people.
It's been great.
And the great Italian dinner we had last night.
That's playing for the tie, Joe. Yeah. I mean, that's weakening the core a little bit, but so many people just coming around every corner, and so good to see. And obviously, Rich beloved around baseball, but particularly with the Red Sox, who it was just 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you were in camp. That's pretty amazing.
I know it goes by quick, and watching some of the guys, seeing Kenley today, he had a nice live bullpen session. He felt really good about it, and got to talk with Craig Breslow and catch up and get some of his thoughts on the season coming up, and really fortunate that the Red Sox have a guy like that leading the way.
All right, here we go with Nick Pivetta delivering to Michael Harris II, who fouls it out of play. Strike one.
We almost got a foul ball there.
Oh.
We're protected by that screen pretty well. It's tough to.
Yeah, you really want a foul ball. You were talking about it yesterday, right?
Yeah, I know.
It's all yours if it comes up this way. 438 from Michael, who's had 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Another young player the Braves have tied up. They've done a wonderful job.
Ball. Got a ball.
There you go. We simulated it.
All right, here's the 1-1. And a pop foul to the left over the roof. Pivetta expected now to be in the rotation.
Well, he's also, him and Brian Bayo, the two guys, Alex Cora said today, they're the two guys considered for opening day.
In Seattle, the 1-2. There's a high fly ball to right field, hanging up for Abreu, well in front of the track, looking up into the sun, and makes the catch. Leadoff man out here in the first inning as the Braves send up Jared Klenick, and this kid, very highly touted by the Mets, was traded to Seattle. Struggled, but he's with the Braves now, and he's only 1 for 18 this spring, but he certainly has all the tools to be an outstanding player. Milwaukee area kid. Pivetta ready, and the pitch is low. Braves don't just worry about playing left field. When you're with a star-studded team like this and you're a kid with high expectations, does that ease it a little bit, you think, Rich?
Yeah, I believe so. I think with the guys that are going to be around him and the experience that they have.
Swing and a miss at a high fastball.
Is only going to raise, ease his tension in the locker room and be able to, get the most out of his ability. And having guys that are, have the experience in that Braves clubhouse, along with the leadership in management and the other coaches, it's going to be kind of that osmosis that's going to sink in, and you're going to see him flourish.
It is a star-studded team. Many of them are here today, actually. The 1-1, swing and a miss at a high fastball.
Yeah, Pivetta looks really good today. He's been feeling good all spring training, he told me, and the ball's really coming out of his hand great in these first couple of at-bats.
Like so many, works from the set, even with nobody on. The 1-2, in there, strike 3. Good breaking ball down and in. And Klenick took it for strike 3. 2 down, and here's Austin Riley, their third baseman, at 286 with 1 homer. You know Austin Riley well, at least the sound of the ball off his bat.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, he put one, we were talking about the other night, into the screen over the monster, but that was, a flashback from before the seats on top of the monster were there. So he put one into the seats and, thought it made a good pitch, but he's a heck of a player.
He drives this one deep to left down the line. It is hooking foul.
Very similar.
Yeah. He heard you.
Yeah.
What did he hit?
Fastball inside. He turned on it, and, I believe it was a 2-run home run.
Did you win the game?
We're going to have to go check Baseball Reference for that one.
Okay. Breaking ball outside.
As you guys know, I try to stay in the moment as much as possible, so I what's kept me in the game is being able to move on to the next day. So
Yeah, you can't look back forever.
Right.
You live in the past. The 1-1 pitch coming to Austin Riley, and he swings and fouls it right side out of play.
So when you watch Nick Pivetta now compared to maybe even a couple of years ago, what do you see in him? I mean, is this a guy who obviously a couple of years older, more confident, developed a little bit more of a pitch repertoire? What do you see?
yeah, the pitch repertoire for sure is one of the biggest things, and I think with that comes along is the health. And when you're healthy, you're feeling confident, and all those things come together.
1-2, swing and a miss at a good hard breaking ball, and Donnie goes.
That was great, and just that sweeper that he's developed over this spring training. He's worked on it last year, and it's starting to show here in the early going of this game.
They go 1-2-3 with 2 punch outs after half an inning. Braves nothing. Red Sox coming up on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow.
Confident, and all those things come together.
1-2, swing and a miss at a good hard breaking ball, and Donnie goes.
That was great, and just that sweeper that he's developed.
Program that can save you thousands if you qualify.
Apple Vacations nonstop flight vacation packages starting at just $599. No layovers, just pure relaxation from takeoff to touchdown. Get ready for the ultimate vacation experience. Head over to applevacations.com and let us turn your travel dreams into reality.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
We're right back to the Sox. You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network on WEEI.
Here we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Bryce Elder on the mound. He's competing for a spot in their rotation, a right-hander. Of course, Chris Sale has pitched 4 2/3 scoreless innings so far this spring. He's certainly in their rotation. What a strong one they have. Low ball one to Duran, who's 1 for 7. Looking for his first RBI. Left the game a couple of days ago with his sore ankle, but fortunately apparently not related to the toe injury that he had surgery on last year. Fouled out of play.
Yeah, that was a scary one, Joe, as we were watching that, because really he looked like he was flexing that foot, but as Alex Corey explained after the game, it's just a little soreness in that ankle.
I hope that's all it is. There's a pop-up foul, third base side out of play. Braves in their blue tops, gray pants, red trim, and the Red Sox in the red uniforms, tops anyway, with the white pants. Great to see Red Sox President Sam Kennedy here today, and also Mike D., former Red Sox executive and former president of the Miami Dolphins and the San Diego Padres. Now running the big pickleball tournaments. Naples, home base. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball pulled foul outside of first, grabbed by Matt Olson. We just got a treat from my nephew, Frank Castiglione III, who's with the DEA, and he brought us some cannolis.
Those look good.
Yeah. Paisanos in Sarasota.
Remember, your core.
My core. Yeah, exactly.
1-2, swing and a miss at a high fastball, up and away. So dig in, guys.
Yeah, those look delicious.
Happy to have Emilio Calisi here. Joe Kelly, Dave O'Brien,
1 down, no score. Elder misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Good crowd on hand today. Not a sellout. Few empty seats.
That's not a Mustang.
So anyway, if you want to participate at the X platform,
the dark ages of the Mustang.
At Road Dog 680, at Matt Lear, at Chris Domino, at Cellini Nick, at DT 680.
There is something to be said. I told you this. My last 2 tickets were rental cars that I drove down to
really nice
spring training
by Jared.
And I was,
especially in a place where the dimensions are anything but what you're used to.
Well, he's played good defense all spring. Ben, he's not doing anything with the bat just yet, but he's playing good defense. He's already made 2 or 3, 4 really good catches. That was one of them.
2 down for Masataka Yoshida. Yoshida takes a call. Deep right field. Masataka Yoshida sends one to the wall, a leap into the air, and it's over the glove of Jordan Luclo and into the Red Sox bullpen for a home run. Luclo is a tall man out there in right field, and it just whizzed over his outstretched glove. And it's 1-0 Red Sox on the solo homer by Yoshida. Homer number 1 this spring for Masataka Yoshida.
He had 15 last year for the Red Sox.
That brings Tristan Casas up to the plate. But finishing that point on Jared Kelenic, you feel like eventually the bat's going to come around. Again, it's only, March the 7th. And so long as he plays a very solid and consistent brand of defense in left field, that goes a long way on its own with the rest of the guys you have in this lineup. Elder back to work. Pitch in there, called strike on Casas.
And I'll bet that's been reinforced to him. You play good defense, you make the plays. Don't worry about the offense. We got some other guys to take care of that right now.
0-1 from Elder. A little low again, 1-1.
Opening day's 3 weeks from today?
Yeah. Base is empty, 2 down for Tristan Casas. Nibbling for the outside corner. Elder couldn't find it. And a 2-ball, 1-strike count. You look at these numbers for these Red Sox hitters. Pretty good amount of RBIs and home runs for some of these guys. Not Casas. That'll miss outside. Like you mentioned earlier, it's been a struggle for him to be in uniform to this point.
They sent him home. I mean, he was so sick. They wanted him out of camp and not around any of the other players.
3-1 to Casas. Is low ball 4. Inning started with a strikeout of Duran. Then Devers flied out to left, but then a home run by Yoshida and a walk to Casas. And here's Rob Refsnyder. This Red Sox team has been clubbing the baseball all over the yard this spring. They put up pretty good numbers offensively. Called strike on Rob Refsnyder. Red Sox actually lead the Grapefruit League in hits to this point. They've got 115 of them now. And they lead the league in on-base percentage this spring. Refsnyder takes a ball low. They also lead all of Major League Baseball in spring training walks, as they now have 67 of those as a team. 1-0 Boston. 1-1 to Refsnyder. A swing and a miss. Comes unraveled there. And a 1-2 count.
Pretty good slider there from Bryce. His sinker is moving down and low out of the zone and not making it a competitive pitch.
1-2 goes back to the slider. Good tilt on it. Gets a swing and a miss. So a couple of strikeouts for Bryce Elder in the first inning, but he gives up the long ball to Yoshida. We played 1 inning. We head to the top of the second. 1-0 Boston.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of assistance that can help make a difference. So you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call a Ken Nugent law firm?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. You deserve it. And
my law firm goes and gets it for you.
This is also what I'm looking for. Why wouldn't I call the Ken Nugent Law Firm?
Our job is to get you as much money as possible for your case. One call, that's all.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN. Client portrayal. Spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street, Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Braves Country. Simply Sport is your trusted source for CBD. Their 1,500 milligram isolate oil is NSF certified, and it can give you the peace of mind that everyone is looking for. It is safe to take for professional athletes, Olympians, and anyone else who calls himself an athlete. Check out all they have to offer over at www.simpleafsport.com for any 4 Atlanta area Georgia Hemp Company locations. Live like a champion today with Simply Sport CBD.
The Braves are back. Now more spring training on the Braves Radio Network.
Alongside Joe Simpson and Jonathan Sneeswick, Ben Ingram here with you from JetBlue Park here in Fort Myers. Well, you got back down here, Joe, and you ran right into a producer battling allergies. He's in a fight for his life right now.
Well, I heard Darren O'Day say the other day that in the off day he was probably just going to, that Jonathan was just going to bury himself in a box of Kleenex, and I think that's kind of what he did. And he says he feels better today, right, JC? He coughed, yes.
He's sounding a little better. Yeah, he's sounding a little bit better. Yeah, I think he was doing the backstroke in some chicken broth yesterday, just trying to get to feeling better.
I got something for him after the game. Fix him right up.
I think I want to try a little bit of that, too. There's Matt Olson to lead things off. Scoreless into the top of the second. Pitch misses high to Matt Olson. We saw Matt hit a home run the other day in Fort Myers against the Twins. And to this point, his only spring training home run. He's driven in a couple of runs. Pitch on the way, then a miss inside. Red Sox 1, Braves nothing after the home run in the first inning by Masataka Yoshida. 2 balls and no strikes on Matt. Eyeing up Pavetta. Pitch on the way. Ground ball. Hot shot. That might get through, and that's knocked down by the shortstop, David Hamilton. Trickles off of his glove into left field. Head knocker over there between Hamilton and Devers. They just about collided going for that one. And Hamilton got just a little tick of leather on it, but not enough to make a play. And it's a base hit for Matt Olson.
Third hit of the spring for him. He's 3 for 14 with a homer that you mentioned.
Puts the bat in the hands of Marcell Ozuna, who, like Matt Olson before him, has 1 home run this spring. 1-0 Red Sox. Ozuna takes a called strike. Tell you what, the other day we got to see Ozuna at first base. Looked pretty good.
Plays and done some good things. Made you confident he could handle it if needed.
Well, one from Pavetta. He swings and misses, 0-2. There was one play that was a pretty tricky play. It was a slow bouncer over the bag that almost hit first base. And he had to play it on an in-between hop, and he scooped it cleanly. Very graceful play. Well, 2 from Pavetta, and he swings and misses and gets his man. Came right at him with heat. Fastball 94. Third strikeout of the ball game for Pavetta, and 1 down here in the second inning.
Tell you what, Nick Pavetta has found some new life on his fastball, too. I don't remember him throwing this hard when he was with the Phillies, but he's got a good curveball and slider to go with it. Struck out again. 183 batters last year in 142 innings.
Jordan Luplow to the plate. Takes a called strike. So in a season where they were really struggling to find any consistency on the mound, he actually gave them a little bit.
He did. 10-game winner. 10-9.
A 1 to Luplow. Curveball sent foul over into the Red Sox dugout.
4.04 ERA, and you pitch in Fenway Park half your games and have an ERA in the low 4s like that. That's pretty good stuff.
He's nodding with his catcher, Connor Wong. Big hole in the right side of the infield. Valdez playing up the middle, the second baseman. 0-2 high and away. Pavetta fastball about 50% of the time. Curveball, slider, cutter. He's got a sweeper. And once in a blue moon, he can show you a split finger fastball. A pretty deep arsenal of weapons there for him. Pitches low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Red Sox, top of the second. Jordan Luplow staring at a 2-2 count. Chokes up on the knob of the bat, waiting on Pivetta. Righty cuts it loose, and Luplow watches that one sail by high. After Luplow, it'll be Chadwick Tromp, who's been swinging a red-hot stick this spring. Olsen, modest lead at first. And the 3-2 pitch. And he swings and drives one to deep left field down the line. And a foul ball. That was just foul.
Out of the stadium. Jordan choked up on the bat a little bit after he got to 2 strikes and just creamed that breaking ball.
Walks back up to the plate, 3-2 count. Can't imagine Pivetta wants to show him that pitch again. Again, the 3-2. He swings and hits one well again. This is back to the left field wall. Will it leave? It will. It's a home run by Luplow, this time plenty fair, and this time he gets the result that he was looking for. It's a 2-run home run by Jordan Luplow, his second of the spring, and it's 2-1 Braves.
What I noticed on that one, Ben, was how many fans stood up and applauded out there in the Green Monster. Big Braves fans out there enjoying that one. Pretty impressive when a guy hits one foul and then hits another one in the seats, isn't it?
You don't see that very often. I feel like we saw that the other day in a ball game across town against the Twins, where one of the Twins players hit a long foul homer, and then the next pitch hit one out. Good to see the Braves do that. 2-1 Atlanta. Chadwick Tromp takes a ball high. Well, coming off the bat of Luplow, you knew it at least hit the wall. And it just sailed over the top of that Green Monster in the left, became a souvenir. 1-0 pitch to Tromp, popped up, sent back and foul. The Green Monster here at JetBlue Park, while the dimensions here are exactly like what you'd see at Fenway, there are a couple of small changes in differences in wall heights. Their monster is exactly 40 feet tall. 1-1, a swing and a miss by Tromp. And the one at Fenway, 37 feet. So just a 3-foot difference there. But it is pretty much identical elsewhere. A deep triangle in right center field of 420 feet. 1-2 to Tromp. Hard hit ball. Diving stop of the hole. It's short by David Hamilton. Bounces the throw 3 times, and it's not in time to get Tromp. Made a great effort diving to his right. By the time he landed, he was in the grass of left field. And lickety split got right up and got rid of it. Couldn't get a ton on that throw, but did the best he could to make it a close play. But it's a base hit for Chadwick Tromp.
Yeah, if he could have made the throw on 2 hops instead of 3, he'd have gotten him. I'm not sure. We'll have to check. That may be the first infield hit in the history of Chadwick Tromp.
2-1 Braves. There's David Fletcher. Takes first pitch strike.
Chadwick now 6 for 11 this spring.
0-1 to David Fletcher, and he fouls one back. I'll tell you what I like about Tromp. Even when they get him, he's still putting the ball in play. He makes a lot of contact. And Joe, I feel like he makes a lot of contact early in counts. He doesn't wait around.
No. Very aggressive.
Braves leading the Red Sox 2-1. We're in the top of the second inning. Pivetta ahead of David Fletcher, 0-2. There's a ball slapped to first, gloved by Casa, steps on first. They throw down to second base, and Hamilton applies the tag to Tromp, who just stopped about 10 feet in front of the bag. So it's a 3-6 double play to win the top of the second, but the Braves snatch the lead on a 2-run home run by Jordan Luplow. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Braves 2, Red Sox 1.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit Truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Cobb County is Atlanta's sweet spot and home of the Atlanta Braves. Cobb is everything you love about being close to a world-class city with the warmth of your favorite neighborhood. Whether you're on vacation or here for business, you'll discover a place that is culturally vibrant, refreshingly diverse, and effortlessly hospitable. Cobb Travel and Tourism is your insider's guide to all there is to see and do in the area. For more information on planning your next adventure, visit travelcobb.org.
Throughout Georgia and around the nation, military service members turn in their uniforms and face new challenges as they rejoin civilian life. Warriors deserve our support in navigating their journey back home. The Warrior Alliance, an official community partner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Braves Foundation, is the only personalized network that connects warriors to providers in areas such as employment, education, healthcare, housing, legal, and much more. To learn more or to donate, go to thewarrioralliance.org or call 404-210-1776. The Warrior Alliance, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
The 2024 Braves promotional calendar features a variety of exciting gate giveaways. See the full schedule and get your tickets at braves.com/promo.
Hope you're having a great Thursday. Great to have you with us as we bring you Atlanta Braves spring training baseball. Braves on top of the Red Sox 2-1 as we bring you this action from JetBlue Park in Fort Myers. Spring training home of the Boston Red Sox has been for a long time. They've been in this ballpark since 2012. Looks pretty good for a ballpark that's in its 12th year.
Yeah, it's very modern, contemporary looking because of the roof line. It's a real undulating, zigzaggy roof line.
That's a great description.
Yeah, very clean and white. Well, I am a broadcaster. Thank you.
Very good, Mr. Broadcaster Man. Pitch low and inside to Willie Abreu. And it's Abreu, Valdez, and Wong here in the bottom of the second inning. Bryce Elder pitching with a one-run lead. Masataka Yoshida with a solo homer in the first inning for the Sox. Jordan Luplow, a two-run homer in the top of the second for the Braves. 1-0 from Elder. Not a thing wrong with that. Right down the pike for a strike. Bryce Elder looking into his catcher Chadwick Tromp. Leg kick in the 1-1 pitch. A little bit off the plate. Bryce Elder competing for a spot in the Braves rotation. And again, the third time we have seen him this spring as he goes today. Here's the 2-1 on the way. That'll be fouled in and out of the glove of Chadwick Tromp. And a 2-2 count. And there's still a good ways to go in spring training. But if you're one of these pitchers going for that final spot in the rotation, I think you know right now it is kind of final stretch of the lap that you're trying to make and make a really hard charge home and win that race. 2-2 on the way from Bryce Elder. He just missed inside 3-2. These guys trying to step forth and create some separation and lock down the final spot in the rotation, but some really good competition.
There's some great competition, and we talked about this from the get-go, Ben, about the depth of the starting pitching and the choices that Brian Snitker will have.
3-2 from Elder. Fouled off over the rooftop down the third base side.
And it's not like you can't have a bad outing and then fix that the next time out. It's just that you can't have 2 or 3 bad outings because somebody else is already waiting in line.
3-2. Fouled off again. And what you're seeing out of Elder and A.J. Smith-Shawver as well. I mean, Elder's 24, A.J. Smith-Shawver 21. And while they're extremely young, they've gotten a lot of major league experience already. 3-2 fouled back. And I think about in Smith-Shawver's case. Okay, we saw him for 6 appearances last year in the regular season, but he pitched in the postseason. That goes a long way towards really seasoning you and having you ready for the challenges of the next year.
Agreed.
3-2. Outside ball 4.
Well, both of those guys, and I'll go with Smith-Shawver first in that what we saw from him was everything we had heard. Great arm, cut it loose, but he's at an age, a young enough age, that when you do get to the big leagues, you're just trying to throw harder than you've ever thrown in your life, and as a result, was pretty wild. Bryce Elder showed you something about what he's made of.
Elder back to work. Ball one low and outside to Emmanuel Valdez.
Remember, he didn't make the club out of spring training last year, and yet got called up and made the All-Star team.
That's an amazing journey in itself. AAA starter to midseason All-Star. 1-0 from Elder, in for a called strike. Bryce gets so much movement on all his pitches and can make that sinker do a few different things. See if he can get a double play ball right here. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, missed. Valdez going down low, trying to find that pitch from Elder. Braves 2, Red Sox 1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And fouled on the first base line. Do it again with a 1-2 count on Emmanuel Valdez, who bats seventh in Alex Cora's order. Bryce Elder, 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Could go for one right here. 1-2 pitch, up and away. 2-2 on Valdez. And while Elder has the 2 strikeouts from the first inning, he's also walked a pair. Missed with a changeup there and a 2-2 count. Valdez, left-handed hitter, waving his bat. 2-2 pitch. He lifts it foul. That's on the rooftop down the left field line. Still 2-2. Opening day, 21 days from today. Both of these teams start out their seasons on the road. Braves at Philadelphia. Boston goes to Seattle. There's a 2-2. There's a high pop-up. Playable. Velasquez and Luplow getting a look at it. This will be Velasquez's ball. Second baseman ranging into foul ground down the right field line, makes the catch. How about that flight from Fort Myers to Seattle to start the season?
And how about starting the season, if you're the Red Sox, 10 games and 11 days all out west? Man, oh man, is that tough duty. Seattle, Oakland, and the Angels. And then they come home and play Baltimore, the Angels, and Cleveland.
Elder finds the inside corner. A called strike on Connor Wong.
They'll be done with the Angels. They won't see them the rest of the year.
Wow. Well, you and I have had the discussion before about how difficult an adjustment it can be to go from spring training game times to night games once you get to the regular season. 0-1 fouled off. Or you play every game down here at 105, and then you get to the regular season, and everything is 6 hours later. Well, now you're going to do that, but then you're going to go to the West Coast and have a 3-hour time difference for a week and a half.
You make a good point here, Ben, and that's about the adjustment from day baseball to night baseball just in your vision alone.
Yeah. Pick off to first, little lob over, and back in standing Abreu.
It is definitely different.
Braves 2, Red Sox 1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Runner at first, 1 down. 0-2 to Wong. A lunge and a miss for strike 3. Sent him down to his knee. Showed him a good slider low and away, and Wong just couldn't help himself. So a good bounce back to this point by Elder following the leadoff walk, but he's not out of the woods yet. Got to get David Hamilton here. David Hamilton batting 9th in the order. 26 years old. Made his big league debut last year with the Red Sox. Played in 15 games. Pitched low and outside. Out of San Marcos, Texas, and then the University of Texas. So you got a couple of Longhorns squaring off, and Hamilton and Elder. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. Hamilton 26, Elder 24. They're right there at Texas around the same time. Hamilton, left-handed hitting shortstop, batting 200 this spring. Get a piece of it, send one foul. Changeup has been a little bit better this inning for Bryce Elder. Ball and 2 strikes on David Hamilton. Willier Abreu, average lead at first base, held by Matt Olson. Bryce Elder, ball right there in the glove at his belt buckle, and time taken by David Hamilton. Hamilton last year just a 121 hitter in the few opportunities he got in the big leagues. Trying to keep the Red Sox inning alive here in the bottom of the second. 1-2 pitch. Not a thing wrong with that. Beautiful pitch. He strikes him out looking. Bryce Elder gets the fastball in a perfect place on the inside corner, and that is his 4th strikeout of the ball game. So a leadoff walk, and that's it. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Braves 2, Red Sox 1.
Grandma, can I have the chocolate chips?
This secret recipe moment made possible by Emory Heart and Vascular Center. When Grandma needed heart care, she came to Emory. The difference? Emory Healthcare performs more heart procedures annually than anyone else in Georgia, which means better outcomes for our patients. And we offer advanced and personalized treatments developed by our top specialists that others don't. Like Grandma knows, where you start your heart care matters. Smart Cookie. EmoryHealthcare.org/Smart Cookie.
Hey, don't strike out in your next roofing project. Braves fans, this is Joe Simpson. If you need a new roof, it's time to call Matt's Exteriors. Matt's Exteriors is a GAF Master Elite Contractor, and they offer a 10-year workmanship warranty. Did I mention they are also a proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves? Matt's Exteriors also has a 15-plus year proven track record, and they have over 9,000 satisfied customers. To schedule your free estimate today, visit mattsexteriors.com. That's mattsexteriors.com.
My fave apps can be lifesavers. Social apps, video apps, messaging apps. But my McDonald's app is giving off main app energy. Not only does it let me order ahead, skip the line, and get my food fast, I can use it to get exclusive deals, like a $5 combo meal with an all-beef Big Mac, a medium order of fries, and a medium ice-cold Coca-Cola. With exclusive deals like a $5 combo meal, the McD app is the main app I can't live without. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 3/31/2024 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Must opt into rewards. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
You're locked into Braves spring training on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Braves 2, Red Sox 1 into the top of the 3rd inning. On a perfect day at JetBlue Park, spring training home of the Red Sox. Maybe a little bit more than an hour from our complex in Northport. Not a bad little drive south. We mentioned that this is as far south as the Braves would go during the spring, at least on the West Coast, as Fort Myers has the Red Sox and the Twins here. And everything else is to the north of us. Not a bad little drive. Straight down 75. Not a bad ride for us. Our driver, Jonathan, just navigating perfectly down 75 in the midst of traffic and challenges and all sorts of other frustrations he was battling. Andrew Velasquez leads off for the Braves. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
I just like how you just show and go today. It's game time. Get your lineup out. Play ball.
Yeah, this is very abnormal for me today. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from Pavetta. That's in for a called strike. I'm very thorough typically.
Very.
I've got my scorebook and I've got everything up to date, numbers wise, and things like that.
Just right. Just the way you want it.
Right. 0-2 pitch. Check swing, believe he went. They appeal, and third base umpire John Lipka says that he did not go. And Velasquez will get a swing on the house. Ball and 2 strikes on Velasquez. 1-2 pitch. Got him there. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Yeah, today just felt like the day to streamline it a little bit more.
Well, it's in keeping with a day off yesterday. You probably, knowing you hit the gym, went out and hung out with some buddies.
You're 2 for 2.
And thought, you know what? I'm kind of laid back. I think I'll just be laid back. One more day.
Swing and a miss by Harris. You got to know when to throttle on and throttle off.
Yeah.
This is definitely throttle off day. Tanner Houck tossing in the Red Sox bullpen. Here comes the 0-1 to Michael Harris. That'll miss outside. They give us these complimentary score sheets, and it's just a sheet of paper with the lineup. And usually we'll take that and we'll copy that into our score books, write it all in. 1-1 to Michael Harris. Fouls one back. He was right on it. 1-2. Today I just didn't feel like doing the transfer. I'm just going to use the complimentary sheet of paper scorecard that they give us.
It's very thorough. It's even on the back of it. It's got the defensive alignment.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
1-2 from Pavetta. Ground ball by Harris. And a foul ball. It hits the tarp down the right field line.
Michael's having a good spring. He is already locked in. And would be no surprise to me if he just has a big-time year for the Braves.
1-2 low and in. That got a piece of his foot.
You know, when you're Rookie of the Year, it's not like you catch anybody by surprise. He had a good year last year, and then, I mean, would you start talking about MVP candidate if he improves even as much again?
Yeah, I think he's certainly capable of that.
Yeah.
Even now at this young age, and it's his birthday today. He is 23 years old. I mean, think about all the things he's accomplished at such a young age. There's a high fly ball to right from Jared Kelenic.
Boy, he just missed that one.
Deep right of Braves there. Yeah, he did. And that catch is made about 6 feet shy of the warning track. Just got under it. And 2 down. See, that's the amazing thing about Michael Harris, and I'll put Spencer Strider in that same boat, because regardless of age, what they've done the last 2 seasons is remarkable. But then you factor in how young they are and really how limited major league experience they actually have and what they've done in that time. It's extraordinary. Austin Riley up to the plate. Riley takes a ball low and outside.
And they're people who are working on their game, who are constantly trying to get better at what they do. Nobody's going to outwork Spencer Strider, that's for sure.
Riley awaits, and a ground ball routinely out to short. Hamilton pounces, throws to second, and they get the incoming Michael Harris, and that ends the top of the 3rd inning. Braves get a base runner, that's it. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. Into the bottom of the 3rd we go. Braves 2, Red Sox 1.
Baseball season is back and Braves country is heating up. Hi, this is Jaron Solomon with Solomon Brothers Jewelers, and we are proud to be the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves. For decades, we've been helping Georgia families celebrate some of life's best moments. So the next time you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary, or the birth of a child, do it with a beautiful piece of jewelry from Solomon Brothers on Peachtree Road in Buckhead, Old Milton Parkway in Alpharetta, and now in Peachtree City. And you can always shop online at SolomonBrothers.com.
As the crack of the bat marks the start of another season, athletes are gearing up for game day, and there's one name they trust in CBD. Simply Sports CBD, the official CBD of the Atlanta Braves and athletes everywhere. So whether you're headed to the diamond or the pickleball court or just crushing your daily workout, visit SimplySport.com. That's SYMPLEAF Sport.com. Simply Sports CBD. Live like a champion.
This is your invitation to a masterclass in engineering and design. Your ticket to go from 0 to 60 with the Lexus Performance line. A feeling this dynamic is invite only. Fortunately, you're invited. Experience the exhilaration of the Lexus Performance line and some of the best offers of the year on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event, now through April 1st. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
A new season of Behind the Braves is now streaming on YouTube. Follow along as the Braves begin their season at spring training in Northport, Florida. New episodes drop every Wednesday at youtube.com/Braves. This is Braves Spring Training on the Braves Radio Network.
Braves 2, Red Sox 1 into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Both teams with a homer. Masataka Yoshida, solo shot for the Sox in the 1st, and then Jordan Luplow, 2-run shot for the Braves in the 2nd. Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you. Bryce Elder going into his 3rd inning of work, and he'll be facing the top of the Red Sox order. I think this will be an interesting inning. That first inning gave up a homer, also a walk, Second inning had a leadoff walk to get things going, but then bounced back with a pop out, two straight strikeouts right after that. And now he's facing Jared Duran for the second time. Let's see how he makes the adjustment. Second trip to the order. Pitch misses high to Duran. 1 ball, no strikes. Little breeze in from right center field. 1-0 from Elder. And misses low. 2 balls and no strikes on Duran.
Did you see what caused Duran to miss the last month of the season? He had to have surgery on his left big toe for a tendon injury.
Ouch. 2-0 line into left field. That's in for a base hit. Got a 2-0 sinker and barreled it over the infield.
It didn't sink.
Aboard now for Rafael Devers. Oh, that's problematic across the board if you have an injury like that. I mean, hard time pushing off at the plate, hard time pushing off if you're running. And he's a guy that they need his wheels.
Yeah, they've been more or less waiting on him for the last 2-3 years to break through.
Devers pops one up on the first pitch towards foul territory. This will reach the stands. Lands about 4 rows back of the Red Sox dugout. 0-1 on Rafael Devers. Elder brings the 0-1. Big healthy cut and a miss by Devers. 0-2 on Devers. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. His at bat in the first inning resulted in a really nice defensive catch by Jarrett Kelenic up against the left field wall. Down 0-2. Elder delivers. Devers takes high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We will see the Red Sox for 4 games in the regular season, 2 in Atlanta in May, and then 2 at Fenway in June. It's been the pattern the last few years. 1-2, got him.
Ooh.
Came up and in with a fastball.
I like that. Been trying to work away, and down, and he just popped him right about letter high inside and tied him up.
The location of that pitch really goes against what you're used to seeing out of Elder, isn't it?
Well, you got to pitch inside once in a while as a sinker baller. You've got to show something.
Ball low and outside to Yoshida.
Especially to the left-handed hitters. You've got to keep them honest.
That's Elder's 5th strikeout of the ball game.
Yeah, which is great.
1-0, line drive out to short, caught by Fletcher, lobs to first, not in time. Couldn't double off Duran, but well played by David Fletcher at shortstop. And 2 down here in the 3rd inning. That puts the bat in the hands of Tristan Casas. He walked in the first inning. He climbs in there at 6'5", 245. Big boy out of Plantation, Florida. Former first-round pick of the Red Sox in 2018. First pitch, low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Braves 2, Red Sox 1. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Casas, 24 home runs a year ago. Finished 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting in the American League. 1-0 pitch, that's off the plate.
Yeah, I want to say he didn't even get called up. He wasn't on the team from the get-go, got called up later. 24 homers for a left-handed hitter. Playing at Fenway, that's pretty good for a young kid.
Hitters count, 2-0 pitch. In for a strike. Well, everybody else in the running for the AL Rookie of the Year last year finished a distant 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever it may be, behind Gunnar Henderson. They had every first place vote for the AL Rookie of the Year last year. 2 balls and a strike on Tristan Casas.
Casas is taking forever to get in the box. Good thing we've got the pitch clock. And could be he's still feeling the effects of the flu.
Elders 2-1. Little poke out towards short. Coming along now, Austin Riley. He makes the catch, darting in front of David Fletcher. And that soft little flare turns him down number 3. So a leadoff single for the Red Sox. That's it. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. Into the 4th inning we go. Braves 2, Red Sox 1.
My fave apps can be lifesavers. Social apps, video apps, messaging apps. But my McDonald's app is giving off main app energy. Not only does it let me order ahead, skip the line, and get my food fast, I can use it to get exclusive deals, like a $5 combo meal with an all-beef Big Mac, a medium order of fries, and a medium ice-cold Coca-Cola. With exclusive deals like a $5 combo meal, the McD app is the main app I can't live without. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 3/31/2024. Participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Must opt into rewards. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Grandma, can I have the chocolate chips? This secret recipe moment made possible by Emory Heart and Vascular Center. When Grandma needed heart care, she came to Emory. The difference? Emory Healthcare performs more heart procedures annually than anyone else in Georgia, which means better outcomes for our patients. And we offer advanced and personalized treatments developed by our top specialists that others don't. Like Grandma knows, where you start your heart care matters. Smart Cookie. EmoryHealthcare.org/Smart Cookie.
Nobody likes a rain delay. Hey, Braves Country, Ben Ingram here. If you're unsure about your gutters, it's time to call Matt's Exteriors. Matt's Exteriors offers a full line of gutter products, including 6-inch gutters and downspout and several gutter cover options. Matt's Exteriors is also a proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves. So don't let a rain delay turn into something worse. To schedule your free estimate today, visit mattsexteriors.com. That's mattsexteriors.com.
The Braves are back. Now more spring training on the Braves Radio Network.
Big right-hander Tanner Houck will come on now and work for the Red Sox in relief of Nick Pivetta, who went 3 innings, gave up two runs on the home run by Luplow, struck out 4. For Houck, he's in his 3rd game, and he's pitched really well. I like this guy and have since he first came up. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs so far this spring, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Last year he went 6-10 with a 5 ERA for the Red Sox. He's better than that. 27 years old, 6'5", 225.
Facing Matt Olson, Marcelo Zuna, and Jordan Luplow in the top of the 4th inning. Braves leading the Red Sox 2-1. Matt Olson takes ball outside. Yeah, this guy can bend it. Slider, sinker, split finger, cutter. In fact, of his 5 pitches, he throws his fastball, his traditional 4-seamer, the least of all 5. 1-0 pitch and a slow roller foul on the first base line. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Baseball.
Atlanta Braves spring training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
2-1 Braves, top of the 4th. Olson 1 for 1 with a single. 1-1 from Houck. In for a called strike.
This guy really hides the ball well. Big leg kick, turns his shoulder and hips away from the hitter. A little hard to pick up sometimes, a little late to pick it up.
1-2 to Olson. A little off the plate, 2-2. Houck takes over for Pivetta, who went 3 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits. No walks, 4 strikeouts, and a 2-run home run by Jordan Luplow off of Nick Pivetta. 2-2, and there's a high pop-up drifting foul. That'll leave the field of play. That's onto the rooftop. Banging into that metallic rooftop down the right field line. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Matt Olson. Wind up in the 2-2 pitch. Off the plate, 3-2. Payoff pitch to Olson, and he swings and misses at strike 3. So Houck strikes out the first batter that he faces. And 1 down here in the 4th inning. Mentioned those 4 strikeouts for Nick Pivetta in the ball game. One of them, this man, Marcelo Zuna. course, he'll dig it in with that neon green sleeve on his right arm. Bouncing on that front left foot. First pitch on the way to Ozuna. He backs up, but a called strike that glazed the inside corner.
He can do that to a right-handed hitter. He can make them flinch because of that hidden ball that I was talking about and a big sweeping breaking ball.
Well, one fouled off and suddenly 0-2. Tanner Houck out of the University of Missouri. Grew up in Illinois. Big, tall right-hander. Lined up in his 0-2 pitch to Ozuna. And a big lunge and a miss by Marcel. So Houck strikes out Olsen swinging. Also gets Ozuna swinging. And 2 up and 2 down for the Braves here in the 4th inning. And that brings the sole source of the 2 Braves runs today to the plate. Jordan Luplow hit a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. His 2nd home run of the spring. Luplow sends one foul. We were talking about that home run earlier, and if you're just now tuning in, and it's 2-1 ball game, it was a very unique home run by Luplow from the standpoint that the pitch before he hit out of the ballpark but foul. And then the very next pitch he made it count, hit it over the monster. That'll miss low.
He's hit the ball hard pretty much since day one of spring training. Was with Braves in camp last year and then went to Toronto.
There's a called strike. That's about a Jeff McNeil choke-up job that he has down there, isn't it?
It is. Not something you see real often. Not these days.
He's 2-3 inches above the knob of the bat. 1-2 high and outside. 5'11", 195-pound veteran, 30 years old out of Fresno State. Jordan Luplow. Luplow. 2-2 pitch. Just inside with a fastball. A 3-2 count. For Luplow, parts of 7 seasons in the big leagues with 6 different clubs. Waiting on his 3-2. Pitch on the way from Houck. Low and outside, ball 4. Good eye.
And oddly, none of that with the Braves, right?
Right. Because he was in camp with the Braves a year ago, but ended up moving on shortly thereafter. He's been in the big leagues with the Pirates, the Twins, the Guardians, the Diamondbacks, the Rays, and the Blue Jays. He's hoping to add the Braves to that list this year. His 2-out walk keeps the inning alive for Chadwick Trop. See how aggressive he wants to get. Takes ball low, 1 ball, no strikes. Chadwick Trop, 28 years old, from Aruba. 5'8", 220. Waiting on the 1-0 pitch. And the pitch from Houck. And a ground ball chopped out to short. Gloved knee-high by David Hamilton. Soft toss to the bag. Valdez is there, and they get the out of Luplow at second. And that's that for the Braves in the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. We played 3.5 innings here at Fort Myers. 2-1 Braves.
When you're looking for leading cardiac care, look to Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with 95% patient recommendations. You could say we're number 1 in the heart of Georgia. We lead with 100 dedicated cardiovascular doctors, so you'll know your heart is in the best hands. We lead with compassion, because you are at the heart of our care. Northside Hospital Heart Institute. We lead with heart.
If it's time to buy a new car, what are you looking for? Price? Sure, that's easy. Anyone can offer you a good price, but not everyone cares about your community as much as we do. At Subaru of Gwinnett, there's a lot to love. You'll love our staff, our service department, the entire experience. Because at Subaru of Gwinnett, it's about way more than buying a car. It's investing in your community and loving the people you do it with. During the Subaru A Lot to Love event, come in for a test drive and find great offers on the 2024 Subaru Outback or the model that best fits your lifestyle. And yes, we check a lot lot of boxes. Safety, value, and of course, loving what you drive. Start your shopping online at SubaruofGwinnett.com and find the ride that best suits you. Learn about our incredible staff and find out how your next purchase will benefit your community. We promise you'll love it, because love is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Subaru of Gwinnett, Satellite Boulevard in Duluth, and online at SubaruofGwinnett.com.
The Atlanta Braves Kids Club is a free program for Braves fans 14 and under. Visit Braves.com/kids to learn more. Back to spring training action on the Braves Radio Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning. A little bit of shade over the field. Comfortable day, beautiful day here in Fort Myers. It's a 2-1 lead for the Braves of the Red Sox. Alongside Joe Simpson, Ben Ingram here with you. Bryce Elder going into his fourth inning of work, and the plan for him today was to log 4 innings. So now that he puts 3 behind him, looking for one really good one to finish things up.
It didn't get off to a rousing start with the home run and the walk in the first inning. But he has settled in, and he's around the plate more. His pitches are crisper, and he has fan 5 now.
Facing Rob Refsnyder to lead it off in the bottom of the fourth. Refsnyder takes a called strike. And I think that's an important number for him, because typically Bryce Elder is not a prolific strikeout pitcher.
No.
I mean, when he's really on, he's getting ground balls and moving through the game quickly. Not a ton of swing and miss. 0-1 misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's had a good amount of swing and miss today. He's fooled them, especially these last 2 innings. 1-1 to Refsnyder. Good pitch, in for a called strike. Got a good flinch there on a check swing by Refsnyder. Looking for the strikeout. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Went with a slider away. And that's strikeout number 6 for Bryce Elder.
You know, he's throwing a changeup on occasion, Ben, and at times he's taking a little off his slider that makes it look like a changeup.
And that'll be the last batter that he faces today. Here comes Brian Snitker. Ray Kerr will be taking over for the Braves. Left-hander will be called upon. And altogether for Bryce Elder, he faced 14 batters and had 6 strikeouts. That's a really good finish to his outing. Really good outing, and it's going to give him a lot of confidence going forward after kind of as we talked about, a rough start to his spring. Ray Kerr will be in his 5th game already. He's worked 4 innings. He's given up 6 hits and 3 runs, all earned, has not walked a batter, and has struck out 7 in his 4 innings of work. He's the lefty the Braves traded for from the Padres. We'll get to see Ray Kerr here. Throws a slider, a hard slider, and throws it a lot. Bad line for Elder. Altogether, 3 1/3 innings. 1 run on 2 hits. The 2 hits, the home run by Yoshida in the first inning, the single by Duran in the third. Also 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. Had 1 walk in the first, 1 to lead off the second inning. And really right there, Joe, that's the line of demarcation for me. He has the leadoff walk to Abreu in the second, and after that, is the best version of himself. Agreed. Able to kick it in gear there. Yeah, that was when it was almost like he kind of pulled up on his bootstraps a little bit and started making better pitches, and he was around the plate more with his sinker primarily, which was getting some swings and misses. So the lefty Kerr comes along, 6'3", 185. Thinking about Ray Kerr, and another positive for adding him is he's controllable for several more years. And a good arm. That was a big deal back in December, that trade. First pitch on the way from Kerr. There's a called strike. That was the Padres sending Matt Carpenter, Ray Kerr, and cash to the Braves for Drew Campbell. And to get Kerr, the Braves had to take on Matt Carpenter's $5.5 million salary. 0-1, a little loop around towards center. Michael Harris comes along in center field, can't come up with it. bounces in front of him. And that's a one-out single by Wilyer Abreu. But Ray Kerr is under contractual control through 2029, so a lot of value there. Emmanuel Valdez up to the plate, 0 for 1 with a pop out to second. 2-1 Braves, bottom of the 4th inning. Kerr's pitch hit high in the air towards right center. Luplow coming in, sunglasses on, shading his eyes, makes the catch in right center field. 2 down here in the 4th.
Look at it this way, Ben. I'll give you a hypothetical situation because I don't know if this was the thinking or not. But you trade Drew Campbell to the Padres and you get a guy with major league experience, or a professional player with some major league experience, a left-hander at that, totally controllable for the foreseeable future for $5 million. You know, the Matt Carpenter money.
Right. There's a fly ball down the left field line. That'll hook foul.
Now, that sounds like a lot, and it is. But when you're drafting guys these days in the first round, that's like first-round draft pick money.
Yeah, that's a good point. And 3 days later, the Braves released Carpenter, and then he signed as a free agent with the Cardinals. But the Braves got their man in Kerr. 0-1 outside, 1-1. Wong 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's looking at a 1-1 count. Lefty Kerr brings the pitch. Let him as high outside. David Hamilton on deck for the Red Sox. This is the bottom of their order. And Ray Kerr trying to get Connor Wong right here and in the 4th inning. Braves in the 5th will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up. 2-1 from Kerr. Turning out of the way of that breaking ball and taking a ball is Connor Wong. Second of 4 meetings this spring between the Braves and Red Sox. And we'll see them 4 times in the regular season. Kerr ready to deal. 3-1 to the plate. Fouled off. It's the facade of the rooftop and into the stands below. And a 3-2 count on the right-handed stick of Connor Wong. Lead at first by Wilyer Abreu. Lefty Kerr set right at the belt. 3-2 pitch, nowhere near. Came low and in with a breaking ball, almost hit him in the foot. And that 2-out walk will send Abreu down to second, Wong to first, and the inning is extended for David Hamilton. So Ray Kerr in a little bit of a jam, just needs 1 out. Trying to hold on to this 1-run lead.
His first walk of the spring.
Got a left-on-left matchup versus Hamilton. First pitch swung on and fouled off. Braves have Reynaldo Lopez tossing in the bullpen. Be good to see him again. He's had some great stuff this spring, so excited to see what he has in store. But meanwhile, at 0-1 count on David Hamilton. Trying to lock in and get his man with a left-on-left matchup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Able to go down there. You think about that walk to Connor Wong just a moment ago, and pretty good idea to play it safe. He threw that last pitch down trying to induce a swing and a miss, didn't get it. And if you don't, okay, I get a left-on-left matchup, and I'll make that the guy I want to get. And that's the matchup that Kerr prefers.
And he's had Hamilton swinging at some bad pitches. Maybe try to get him to chase another one.
Way ahead 0-2. Pitch on the way. Couldn't get him to go after that pitch down in the dirt. Make it a 1-2 count on David Hamilton. Kerr planting his left foot on the first base side of the rubber. Lean left-hander comes set right at the belt. Runners take their leads at first and second. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled off. Just did get a stitch of it. Hamilton hanging alive versus Ray Kerr. again, ready to bring it. 1-2. That's lifted towards foul territory down the left field line, coming over Riley out of room. It's off the screen. Rattles around down there. Kerr originally signed with the Mariners. That's where his professional career started. Signed with them over his scholarship to Cumberland University. 1-2. Got him swinging. Beautiful pitch. Just took something off and let that thing frisbee its way up there. Slowed it down to get the swing and the miss, and that ends the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We've completed 4 innings, and as we head to the top of the 5th inning, it's the Braves 2 and the Red Sox 1.
Water your plants in the shower with you. That's how you turn $1 into 2.
That's my Uncle Bert. Always thinking up ways to multiply his money. I told him to just play the times the cash scratchers. You can multiply your win up to 100 times, which is way better than his ideas.
Hold this $10 bill up to the mirror. Now it's $20.
For a limited time only, multiply your win 20 times, 50 times, or even 100 times to win up to $2 million. Play the all-new Times the Cash Scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
No matter where you're headed, Citgo is a good place to start. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, driving range or drive-in theater, Saturday morning soccer or Sunday brunch, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going and keeps your engine running cleaner and smoother along the way. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Good to go.
I'll cover the popcorn. My movie ticket was only $5.
Wow, it seems like you get special treatment everywhere.
It's T-Mobile Magenta status.
So when you got 15% off your Hilton stay and the upgrade to Hilton Honor Silver.
Magenta status.
Returning the rental car to $1 without having to top off the gas?
What do you think?
I think I need T-Mobile.
Introducing Magenta status from T-Mobile. Premium benefits, brands you love. Get your VIP vibes. See how at T-Mobile.com/status. You're locked into Braves spring training on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
4 innings behind us. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Braves on top of the Red Sox 2-1. And now for more play-by-play, here's Joe.
Thanks, Ben. David Fletcher will lead off for Atlanta. Bottom part of the order, Fletcher, Velasquez, and then Michael Harris the second. Still Tanner Houck out there for his second inning of work for the Red Sox. Walked the batter, struck out 2 last inning. David Fletcher, acquired from the Angels in the offseason, has had a really good spring. He's 9 for 19 now after hitting into a double play his first time up today, and takes outside ball 1. Double, 3 RBIs, and he's stolen 2 bases. Throws right, bats right. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, popped up foul territory, first base side. Casas has a look, but no room. A lot of foul territory here down the lines. They surely had the tarp on the field yesterday because there was a lot of standing water around the warning track in front of the dugouts today. 1-1 pitch. That slider thrown right at Fletcher didn't break much and moved him back. 2-1. Pitch swung on, hit up the middle, and backhanded and picked up and dropped by Valdez, and his throw to first in the dirt and not in time. Wait to see how they score that.
Even before he got to the ball, there was a little flinch there by Valdez as if he didn't see it cleanly coming off the bat. It'll be a base hit.
Good. 4th hit of the day for Atlanta. Good start to the 5th inning. Braves up 2-1. Velasquez struck out his first time, swings and misses. 0-1.
I got a question for you. We were talking about the dimensions here being identical to that of Fenway in Boston, and you played multiple games there in that ballpark. When you were playing, did you play just center, or did you play some center and right field there?
Hard hit ball, one hop shot Glove by Casas, knocks it down, steps on the bag. Now they've got Fletcher in a rundown, and they will tag him out. So this one was a 3-6-3 double play. I played all three there at one time or another.
Was one trickier than the rest?
Yeah, no doubt.
Right field?
Yep. Probably the hardest right field to play, at least in my opinion, in baseball. Because it's so deep, 380 to straightaway right. Michael Harris swings and misses. He's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover out there in right field.
Hard hit ball, deep right field. Back goes Abreu. Looks up. That baby is in the seats, well above the wall in right field. And Michael Harris, the second, has his third home run of the spring. And it was a no-doubter. That was not wind-dated, was it?
Not at all. Pretty good birthday present to himself as well.
Yeah. 3-1 Atlanta. Give Michael his third homer and his fifth RBI. Like I said, be ready for a big year here for Michael. Next batter is Kelenic, who has struck out and flied out 0 for 2.
Reminds me a little bit of the spring that we saw from Matt Olson last year.
Good point. Good comparison. Backdoor slider misses to Kelenic. 1-1 the count. Tanner Houck fires. Swing and a miss. Ran one away from Kelenic, who tried to pull that pitch.
We saw Matt come in and from day one of camp last year was red hot and carried that into the season, especially once they dropped him to the cleanup spot.
Another sinker down and away, and Kelenic goes after it and comes up empty, and he fans for the second time today. But the Braves added their lead. A home run by Harris, 1 run, 2 hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1 Atlanta.
So you're in the middle of a kitchen update, and you can't tell if that's a faucet stem or a flange. With the Home Depot app, doing doesn't miss a beat. It'll find what you need in a snap, and it'll show you how to find it in store with a tap. Or get it delivered free. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
This is Jeff Francoeur. I love my Atlanta Braves family and our fans, but let me tell you what I love about Pruitt Health, a Georgia-grown, family-owned organization operating for more than 50 years, and they believe family makes us stronger. If you're looking for a job in healthcare with paid training, join the Pruitt Health family, where you'll find a career that feels more like a mission. Home health, skilled nursing, hospice, helping people every day live their best life now. Learn more at careers.pruitthealth.com.
The Atlanta Braves are in search of the best bar in Braves country, and we need your help. Do you have a favorite spot to watch the Braves in your town? We want to hear about it. Now through March 13th, fans can nominate their favorite local bar or restaurant and tell us why you think it's the best bar in Braves country. 6 finalists will be announced, and voting will open to fans to crown the official best bar in Braves country, with the winner receiving a Braves-hosted watch party and tons of swag. Visit Braves.com/bestbar to nominate your favorite bar or restaurant.
Thank you, DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta, for being a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves. Conveniently located within walking distance to the Atlanta Braves Stadium. Book your next stay at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton at the Battery Atlanta.
This is Braves Spring Training on the Braves Radio Network.
It's 2-1 lead for the Braves as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Top of the order coming up for the Red Sox. And they will put their eyes on the righty, Reynaldo Lopez. We're talking about that fifth spot in the Braves rotation, and certainly Reynaldo in the mix for that. He's had a really good spring to this point. This will be the third time we've seen him. He has a 1.80 spring training ERA. And the right-hander from the Dominican, who spent last season with the White Sox, Angels, and Guardians, signing a 3-year deal with the Braves, and it's been a very good first spring training for Reynaldo Lopez.
Yeah, his last outing at Toronto, 3 strong innings, 2-hit shutout ball, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Pinch hitter for the Red Sox, the first batter he'll face, and it's a called strike, and that's Dalton Guthrie, who will hit for Duran. Wind in the pitch. Down low, 1-1. Next delivery is a little below the knees, 2-1. Got a few defensive changes pass your way for the Braves, too. Behind Lopez. Swing and a drive by Guthrie to right center field. On the run back near the wall is Luplow, and he makes the catch. But that is a new left or new right fielder, isn't it?
That is Louis Liberato. Here are those changes. Brand new outfield and brand new middle infield. New second baseman Luke Waddell. So Waddell at second. Nacho Alvarez is the new shortstop for the Braves. So you got Waddell and Alvarez up the middle. And then left to right of the outfield, Forrest Wall is in left field. Eli White is in center field, and Louis Liberato in right field.
Thank you, sir. Outfield Devers takes ball one. So obviously Riley and Olson each wanted another at bat. So they're still in the game. Breaking ball called, strike to Devers, 1-1. Devers has a look back at Brian O'Nora, the home plate umpire. Lopez out of the stretch, fires a little bit outside, 2-1. Next pitch, the left-handed hitter fought off. Boy, had that by him right in on his hands, 2-2. Swung on, foul tipped, and hung on to by Chadwick Trump. Lopez has his first strikeout of the day.
And he looks sharp.
Elder went 3 1/3, 1 run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Ray Kurt, 2/3 of an inning, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. First strikeout for Lopez. And this is Masataka Yoshida, who has accounted for the Red Sox only run today with a home run in the first off Bryce Elder. He takes a breaking ball strike.
I think Lopez and where he ends up this season, it's one of the more fascinating arms to watch this spring for the Braves and exactly how they want to use him.
Bounces one up there, evens the count.
Because we've seen him out of the bullpen in the big leagues the last few years, but his stuff is certainly good enough to be a starter. He's done it in years past. He's proven that he's durable enough to be a starter and go out there every 5 days. Fastball, slider, changeup, can mix in a curveball occasionally.
Goodness knows he's big and strong. Foul tip back to the screen by Yoshida.
And it just seems like whatever they want to do with him, he's going to be able to do it.
And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Struck him out. Great inning. And a good outing so far for Ronaldo Lopez. 3 up and 3 down. Go the Red Sox. And we go to the 6th, 3-1 Atlanta.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call the Ken Nugent law firm?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. You deserve it. And my law firm goes and gets it for you.
Results are what I'm looking for. Why wouldn't I call the Ken Nugent law firm?
Our job is to get you as much money as possible for your case. One call, that's all.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN. Client portrayal. Spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
Braves Country. Simply Sport is your trusted source for CBD. Their 1,500 milligram isolate oil is NSF certified, and it can give you the peace of mind that everyone is looking for. It is safe to take for professional athletes, Olympians, and anyone else who calls himself an athlete. Check out all they have to offer over at www.simpleafsport.com or any 4 Atlanta area Georgia Hemp Company locations. Live like a champion today with Simply Sport CBD.
You're locked into Braves Spring Training on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
We go to the top half of the 6th inning. A couple of changes for the Red Sox. They've got a new third baseman. Bobby Dahlbeck will take over for Devers. Guthrie stays in the game to play left field. Cedane Rafaela is now the center fielder. Everything else. Oh, and Reese McGuire behind the plate will do the catching. And Austin Riley staying in the game the last half inning so he can get another at bat. Leads off. He has struck out and hit into a fielder's choice. And takes a strike. 3-1 Braves. 3 runs, 4 hits for Atlanta, including home runs by Luplow and by Michael Harris. Ground ball to third and under the glove of Dahlbeck, who just came into the game, and down the line, bounces off the sidewall, kicks back to the shortstop, and Austin Riley is aboard. They will pinch run for Austin.
That is Luke Williams on the pinch run.
Thank you. And Matt Olson will hit. He has singled and scored a run. He was on base for Luplow's homer, and he has struck out. There goes Luke Williams, and a line drive to left field. Perfectly executed. They were going on a hit and run, but Luke was stealing second. He went in sliding at second base. Good deke down there by the shortstop, Hamilton. So he's not able to advance to third, but a solid single to left by Matt Olson. Both of his hits have been the other way today.
It's been good to see, and good to see Riley and Olson finish their days with base hits.
And a pinch runner at first. Is that? I'll tell you who it is in a second. Here's Ozuna. He has struck out twice.
That is Bryson Horn.
Horne. Out to the plate. Foul ball out of play by Ozuna. Joe Ben and Jay Chad at JetBlue Park in Fort Myers, Florida. Good crowd here, the home of the Red Sox. Sweeper drops in there for a strike. Marcel didn't like that one. He's in the hole again, 0-2.
Then 88 runs the runner at first base, 74 Williams, the runner at second.
2 on, nobody out, 0-2 to Ozuna, and the pitch swung on, popped up, foul. Right side behind the Braves' first base dugout and in the seats.
I know you said the other day when you were in the Dodgers spring camp back in your playing days, and they were in Vero, and you'd fly to different Grapefruit League venues with the Dodgers' own plane. Did you ever fly over here? Fort Myers?
I don't remember that. The Royals were over here, and nobody else. Swing and a miss by Ozuna. He's down. He's got the hat trick today. 4th strikeout for Houck. We had to come over here to this side of the state for the Phillies in Clearwater. Right. The Tigers. The Red Sox in those days were in Winter Haven, just outside of Orlando.
Okay.
Drake Baldwin, I believe, is the hitter. Batting for Trump. No, that's not.
That's Louis Liberato.
That is Liberato batting in that spot. That is Luplow's spot. Sends a ground ball, slowly hit to first. Casas tosses to the pitcher covering. Everybody moves up 90 feet. 2 out. Second and third. And Chadwick Tromp will hit for himself. Chance to add to the Braves' 3-1 lead. Works from the belt and delivers, and sweeping slider in there for a strike. Trump today has a base hit. He always gets at least one hit. He's also hit into a fielder's choice. He is 6 for 12 this spring. And the pitch swung on, pulled on the ground to short. Hamilton's got it. Long throw low, but dug out by Casas, and the inning is over. No runs. 2 hits and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Braves up 3-1.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit Truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call the Ken Nugent Law Firm? Because when you're hurt, you need money. You deserve it. And my law firm goes and gets it for you. Results are what I'm looking for. I'm sold. I'm calling the Ken Nugent Law Firm today. Our job is to get you as much money as possible for your case. One call, that's all.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Call 1-800-CALL-KEN. Client portrayal. Spokesperson for Kenneth S. Nugent, PC, Attorneys at Law. 1355 Peachtree Street, Northeast, Suite 1000, Atlanta, Georgia, 30309.
What's your idea of a good time? Maybe it's adrenaline, like the rush of watching the home team hit homers at Truist Park. Maybe it's a little more chill, communing with nature among the thousands of plants at Smith Gilbert Gardens. Perhaps it's art and culture, soaking up the charm and history at Marietta Square, or taking in performance at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center. Let the good times roll in Cobb, where you can get your fill of chill, thrill, and culture. Cobb Travel and Tourism is your insider's guide to all there is to see and do in the area. Visit travelcobb.org.
The 2024 Braves promotional calendar features a variety of exciting gate giveaways. See the full schedule and get your tickets at braves.com/promos. This is Braves Spring Training on the Braves Radio Network.
A couple of changes for the Braves. The pitch runners stay in the game. Horn will stay in and play first base, and Luke Williams stays in the game to play third base for the Braves. Reynaldo Lopez back out there for his second inning of work. Tristan Casas will lead off for the Red Sox. Braves up 3-1. They have 6 hits. Red Sox 3. You just joined us. Bryce Elder, 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits and a run. Gave up a homer in the first. Walked a couple, but after his second walk, leading off the second inning, as Ben said, it's like he really got down to business and pitched well. Struck out 6 in his 3 1/3 innings. Ray Kerr, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, scoreless baseball. Casas has walked and flied out. Takes a strike. Actually, a little pop-up to third his last time up. Braves tomorrow will be at home against Pittsburgh. Max Fried will go for Atlanta. Ooh, good curveball from Lopez. 0-2. Braves are also home on Saturday against Baltimore. And Sunday at the Yankees. Lopez 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Says third base umpire Manny Gonzalez now. One-two delivery. Another breaking ball. Oh, everybody thought it was a strikeout except Brian Honora. Tromp was about to throw it to third, and Lopez was walking off the mound to the first base side.
I think even Casas was ready to surrender.
Yeah, that was a beauty. 2-2. Another breaking ball low, full count.
I know we said earlier, when you get to this point of the spring, if you're one of these guys fighting for a final spot in the rotation, you'd like to pitch well enough and create some separation and start establishing winning that job. But what we're seeing is, I imagine what the team exactly wants to see.
Ground ball, 2 hopper to first. Horn's got it. He'll take it to the bag, 1 out.
And what I mean by that is if I'm the Braves and I'm thinking about Elder and Smith-Shawver and Lopez and whomever else you're considering, I wanted to go down to the wire. I wanted to be a great competition with the entire group and make it a really tough choice. That means these guys are competing really hard, and I've got some really good arms to choose from.
I'm with you. And think about last year. Here's Ref Snyder. He has struck out twice and takes inside ball 1. Schuster and Dodd both made the club last year.
Right.
It's not really because somebody lost it, but because those 2 guys both pitched well.
Right, and that was the best stuff we saw of them, was down here.
Missed inside, 2-0. To Ref Snyder, the former Twin. Right-handed hitter. Fouls 1 off. Out of play and out of the stadium in the count, 2-1.
And 2, if I'm one of those guys and my name is not on the opening day roster, I know that I can position myself to be the first man up upon there being a need.
100%. You can't go down there and pout. Feel sorry for yourself. Curveball lifted high to left field. Remember, short wall, high wall, green monster, and Forrest Wall, ironically, runs over in the corner. And it's a foul ball and out of play. I think we lose sight of the left fielder down in the corner. Yeah. Just a foul ball, 2-2.
That's one thing that is different, this ballpark to Fenway. The broadcasters can see left a lot easier at Fenway than they can here.
Yep. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Ryan O'Nora rings him up. Hat trick for Ref Snyder. The DHs today for both sides are 0 for 6 with 6 punch-outs. Third strikeout for Lopez. Here's Abreu, who has walked and singled. He's had a good day. He is 4 for 21 this spring with a homer and a triple. Left-handed hitter. Lopez to the plate and a bunt attempt. He bunted right through it. 0-1. Braves in a mini shift with Williams, the third baseman, playing over towards shortstop. So Abreu trying to take advantage of that with 2 out. Takes low here, 1-1. Red Sox with a new GM. Craig Breslow now running the baseball side. Breaking ball low, 2-1 the count. Talked earlier about injuries that have really plagued them already. Lucas Giolito most likely out for the year, and who knows beyond that with a torn ligament in his elbow. Foul ball lifted out of play by Abreu, 2-2. Vaughn Grissom, who looked like a lock to be the second baseman for the Red Sox to start the year, injured a groin, fielding ground balls. And they do not expect him back before opening day. 2 huge offseason acquisitions, both hurt. Lopez misses the outside corner. Full count, 3-2. Three to 1 Atlanta. Bottom of the 6th, breaking ball, swung on and hooked down the right field line, but foul.
Yeah, those injuries don't make it any easier on them to climb out of the cellar, which is where they've been the last 2 years. And we gave you that number a few weeks ago, the last time the Red Sox had 3 straight last place finishes. You'd have to go back to 1925 to 1930.
100 years ago, almost. Another foul ball out of play. Abreu hanging in there with Emmanuel Valdez on deck.
another tough division to navigate through over there again this year.
Right. Payoff pitch. He lost and missed up high. And Lopez turns his back on home plate, mad at himself. His first base runner, and it comes on a free pass, and Valdez will hit. Valdez is fouled out, and he is flied out, 0 for 2. 3 for 15 this spring. Switch hitter batting left. First pitch swinging. Skies at a mile high in foul territory near the plate. Trump gives way to the third baseman Williams, who comes streaking in and makes the catch. Made a wild stab at it. Made a nice play. Luke Williams ends the inning with a good defensive effort. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We've played 6. Braves up 3-1.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Home is here. It's this place. It's this team.
Though our hometowns and backgrounds may be different, it is here that we are one.
Whether we're sitting side by side in these seats or watching from hundreds of miles away,
we share one heart and one home.
We are
Braves country.
Hey everyone, want to hear an amazing stat I learned from my doctor at Peachtree Orthopedics? He told me 90% of their patients get better without surgery. Once I heard that, my worries totally went away. I got the right diagnosis, followed by the recovery protocol with a little PT, and the next thing I knew, I was better. I can't believe I put it off as long as I did. I promise they have the right program for you too. Simple steps so you can get better. Call now to make an appointment or visit PeachtreeOrthopedics.com.
The Braves are back. Now more spring training on the Braves Radio Network.
Some changes for the Red Sox as we go to the 7th inning. Braves still up 3-1. By the way, the Red Sox have not lost at home so far this spring. They're 6-0. And new pitcher for the Red Sox, first of all, that's Joe Jakes. Looks like Joe Jock, but it's Joe Jakes, Jacquees. His third outing. His first one came against the Braves, and it was a rough one. An inning, 4 hits, and 3 runs. We'll see how he fares today. He's also got some help behind him now with Contreras moving in right, Sogard at shortstop, Reyes at first. And we go to the 7th. Here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. And it'll be 8-9-1 for the Braves. There's the first pitch called strike. New second baseman is Nick York.
Thank you.
Nick York. Got all the changes. Look at you, man. First game back in, you aced all these changes.
I like to kind of show up and kind of hello again, everybody.
A 1, a swing and a miss by Nacho.
Act like I've been here and done that.
You have. And done it well.
That's what I was shooting for.
Nothing in 2 on Nacho Alvarez. Lefty deals. That's poked to the right side. A dive by York at second. Can't come up with it. And a base hit as it rolls across the grass to right field.
Boy, is he good at that. Nacho.
Nacho's going to be one of those guys that when we leave camp, you make a mental note to look up every 2-3 weeks, check out what's happening down in AA or wherever he is, and check his progress. He's got lots of good days in front of him. Top 10 Braves prospect, good-looking shortstop, good bat, good contact hitter. 3-1 Braves here in the 7th inning. First pitch called strike on Luke Waddell. Left-hander Jakes out of Manhattan College. He's got a birthday coming up. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from Jakes. That'll miss inside. Yeah, Jakes will be 29 next week. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a nice, comfortable day. Currently shady day here at the ballpark. Good little cloud cover to blot out the sun for a moment. 1-1 pitch. Frisbee's outside. 2 balls and a strike. And the temperature today has been between 75 and 80 all day. A little breeze coming in from right center field. Been a beautiful day. And a 3-1 Braves lead here in the top of the 7th. Trying to add on to that. Luke Waddell waits the 2-1. That'll be sent foul into the seats down the third base line. So we've got you here into next week. And then after this tour of duty here in the Grapefruit League, the next time we see you will be opening day, right?
Yeah, game face on.
Yes, sir.
I might even have paint on. I might even have some eye black.
2-2, slapped out to second. York lunges to his left. This time gets leather on it. Can't get a whole lot on the throw and can't get it over in time. He was throwing from his knees and shallow right on the first cut of the grass. And coming across the bag just in time, Luke Waddell. That'll be an infield single for Waddell. And back to the top of the order now for the Braves. Eli White will have his name called. Chance to add on to the lead for the Braves here in the 7th inning. Alvarez at second, Waddell at first. Lefty-righty matchup, and the pitch on the way to White hits the inside corner. Left-hander Joe Jakes checks the runner at second base. 0-1 to Eli White. He swings and misses 0-2. I think you can convince J-Chad to wear eye black on opening day.
Well, it's because we have a very good memory about how the season ended last year and how it ended the year before.
Right.
And we're opening up in Philly this year. It's game time, baby.
Yes, it will be. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a low third strike. I don't think Eli liked that call, but that's what Brian O'Nora says. And 1 down here in the 7th inning.
Phillies gave an extension to Georgia native with some good money. Zach Wheeler a couple of days ago, and keeping Wheeler and Nola and their whole staff together, it's formidable.
1 down. Ball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Forrest Walls turned up to the plate.
He's had a good spring.
He's the guy you want up to the plate right here.
Yeah. Made a huge impression.
Lefty Jakes brings the 1-0 pitch. Wall sends it foul onto the rooftop down the left field line.
When you are trying to make a club and you're going on every road trip and getting a few starts mixed in here and there, and you're producing at every turn, at every opportunity, that goes a long way. Plus, he got 3 homers?
3 home runs, 2 of them in 1 ball game. 1-1 off the plate. We know what he can do with his feet. He can really fly, and he's played a great brand of defense in the outfield. He even went up against the wall the other day.
I'm listening to you and Darren, who, by the way, did a fabulous job this past week.
2-1 pitch, sent foul on the first base line.
Describe for me what happened on that play where he went home to third on a routine base hit to right, where the right fielder bobbled the ball. Was that 2 days ago?
So he went first to third.
First. No.
You're right.
He was hitting.
He was hitting. So there was a ball hit into right center field. Didn't go into the gap. 2-2. That'll be slashed foul. It was just out in the right center field, and it was taking a second for the right fielder to get there. So he noticed it quickly. I mean, you're coming around first base. That's right in your line of sight out there in right center. So he takes a big turn around first, and the second he knew he could get to second, he took off. Well, once he did, there was a bobble by the right fielder picking up the ball, and he just kept on trucking.
Wow.
And he had a really impressive slide into third to beat the throw back in. 2-2, shot off the mound, taking the care of it short of Sogard, steps on the bag, guns to first, and there's a double play. Well, he hit the ball hard, but has nothing to show for it. And that will end the top of the 7th inning. So the Braves had a couple of singles, but that's it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Time to stretch. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 3-1 lead for the Braves.
This is your invitation to the intersection of versatility and design. The kind of experience you can only find in a Lexus SUV. A feeling this empowering is invite only. Fortunately, you're invited. Experience the versatility of the complete line of Lexus SUVs and some of the best offers of the year on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event, now through April 1st. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
This season, elevate your game with Simply Sports CBD, the official CBD of the Atlanta Braves and top athletes everywhere. Designated NSF certified for sport. Simply Sports CBD oil primes your body for peak performance, helping you achieve that state of flow naturally and making recovery easier. Whether you're training for the big game or pushing through each workout, Simply Sports CBD is on your team. Start living like a champion today and visit simplysportscbd.com. Just a bit outside.
The Atlanta Braves are in search of the best bar in Braves country, and we need your help. Do you have a favorite spot to watch the Braves in your town? We want to hear about it. Now through March 13th, fans can nominate their favorite local bar or restaurant and tell us why you think it's the best bar in Braves country. 6 finalists will be announced, and voting will open to fans to crown the official best bar in Braves country, with the winner receiving a Braves-hosted watch party and tons of swag. Visit Braves.com/bestbar to nominate your favorite bar or restaurant.
A new season of Behind the Braves is now streaming on YouTube. Follow along as the Braves begin their season at spring training in Northport, Florida. New episodes drop every Wednesday at youtube.com/Braves. Back to spring training action on the Braves Radio Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning in a 3-1 lead for the Braves. It's still Reynaldo Lopez out there on the mound for the Braves. 7,456 in attendance here. Before we get things going here in the bottom of the 7th, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
Atlanta Braves Spring Training is live on WIFN Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station, 1340 and 103.7 FM.
Lopez facing Reese McGuire to lead it off in the bottom of the 7th. Reese McGuire takes a called strike. Took over behind the plate for Connor Wong an inning ago. Well, one from Lopez. That'll miss low and in. We saw Reynaldo come on in the 5th inning. Faced the minimum in the 5th inning. Got Dalton Guthrie to fly out. Then he struck out Devers and Yoshida. And then in the 6th inning, ground out, strikeout, walk, and a pop out. 1-1 pitch. Little dribbler foul over by the Braves dugout. So he has faced 7 batters. Only one has reached on that 2-out walk in the 6th inning. Sun dances back out from behind a cloud and illuminates the infield and now into the outfield. One and 2 on McGuire. Throws the bat at that fastball. Just got a piece of it, sent it to the backstop. So still 1 and 2. That little breeze that was blowing in from right center has died down. The flag's out in right center, not even moving. Feel like we never see that here in Florida. Time taken by McGuire.
Not lately.
Yeah, been pretty breezy. Lopez set right at the belt. Right-hander brings the 1-2. That's fouled off onto the rooftop down the third base line. Mentioned that we'll see these guys 4 times in the regular season, twice in Atlanta in May, and then in Boston in June. 1-2 from Lopez. Check swing. They appeal. He went. Strike 3. It's the check swing to go his way, and Reese McGuire is out number 1 here in the 7th. There are just certain cities that when the schedule comes out, you want to know exactly when you're going to be there. Boston is one of those for me. Chicago's another one. Because if you can be there Memorial Day or after, you know it's going to be really nice, really pretty weather. If you're there before, it can be pretty chilly.
Pack your coat.
Yeah. Lopez misses low and outside. And the Braves will be at Fenway first week of June. That'll be a really nice time to be there.
Ideal.
There's a poke out to short. Smothering is Nacho Alvarez. The throw across in time. Reyes is retired. 2 down here in the 7th inning. I think for Chicago, when we go there this year, it's in May. And you might not quite be out of the woods yet in May in Chicago. But at least we're not there in April. Wrigley, anyway.
Okay, now wait a minute.
The South Side can be a little bit more forgiving.
South Side, don't count on it, baby. Not at the end of March.
Yeah, we'll be on the South Side that first road trip of the year. There's a comebacker off the mound to the shortstop side of the field to second baseman Luke Waddell. Fields cleanly and throws over for a 1-2-3 inning. So that's a 1-2-3 frame for the second time in 3 tries by Reynaldo Lopez. We have played 7. We head to the 8th. Braves 3, Red Sox 1.
My fave apps can be lifesavers. Social apps, video apps, messaging apps. But my McDonald's app is giving off main app energy. Not only does it let me order ahead, skip the line, and get my food fast, I can use it to get exclusive deals, like a $5 combo meal with an all-beef Big Mac, a medium order of fries, and a medium ice-cold Coca-Cola. With exclusive deals like a $5 combo meal, the McD app is the main app I can't live without. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 3/31/2024. Participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Must opt into rewards. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Grandma, can I have the chocolate chips?
This secret recipe moment made possible by Emory Heart and Vascular Center. When Grandma needed heart care, she came to Emory. The difference? Emory Healthcare performs more heart procedures annually than anyone else in Georgia, which means better outcomes for our patients. And we offer advanced and personalized treatments developed by our top specialists that others don't. Like Grandma knows, where you start your heart care matters. Smart Cookie. EmoryHealthcare.org/smartcookie.
Nobody likes a rain delay. Hey, Braves Country, Ben Ingram here. If you're unsure about your gutters, it's time to call Matt's Exteriors. Matt's Exteriors offers a full line of gutter products, including 6-inch gutters and downspout and several gutter cover options. Matt's Exteriors is also a proud sponsor of your Atlanta Braves. So don't let a rain delay turn into something worse. To schedule your free estimate today, visit mattsexteriors.com. That's mattsexteriors.com.
You're locked into Braves spring training on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Pitching change for the Red Sox. We go from Joe Jakes to Joely Rodriguez. This lefty was only added to their spring training roster as a non-roster invitee on February 23rd. He's been in one game. That was against the Tigers. Gave up a hit. Also recorded a strikeout. He'll face 3-4-5 for the Braves. That's Williams, Horn, and the DH spot.
3-1 Braves into top of the 8th inning. Luke Williams leading off. Came on a pinch run for Austin Riley in the 6th inning. Stayed in the ball game, so this will be the first time he's come up to the plate. Joely Rodriguez, who was originally with the Pirates. Bounced around a little bit. Phillies, Orioles, Mets, Yankees. He's been multiple organizations. Rangers. Pitch on the way from Rodriguez. Strike. And an 0-1 count on Luke Williams. That'll miss outside. We're detailing that first road trip going to Philly and Chicago to see the Phillies and the White Sox. And then when we come home for the home opener, a couple of new portions of the ballpark, some renovations. There's a pitch swung on and missed. Some new additions to the ballpark this year that we're excited about.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. Especially that one out in right field and additions out in left. I don't want to mislabel them because I haven't been able to put eyeballs on them other than some pictures.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. That'll miss inside 2-2.
But some kind of semi-private walk-up bar type places on the concourses that would be pretty cool.
And the beer garden down the right field line. Yeah, that'll be great. Now, I love the constant improvements to an already new ballpark. Mm-hmm. And just continuing to enhance the fan experience. 3-1 Braves here in the 8th. 2-2 pitch. That'll miss low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we're excited for the home opener because it's the home opener, but also to see the new portions of the ballpark for the first time.
$10 million in improvements. That's cool.
3-2 to Williams. Pulled foul on the third base line. You know, some of those renderings kind of remind me of some of the conversations you and I have had in years past going to Denver and what they've done high in right field, kind of opening that area up and having some bar and congregating areas. Mm-hmm. Very popular spot in that ballpark. 3-2 is swing and a miss at a breaking ball low and in.
Yeah, it seems that modern days stadiums, not just baseball, but what you saw too in Phoenix and some
an NBA game.
NBA venues that people just kind of like walking around, standing at a bar, let's say, having a beverage and maybe something to eat, watching the game.
Pitch from Rodriguez misses outside.
And I'll call it a counter as opposed to a bar. Yeah,
and just large open spaces where you can congregate and don't have to be confined to a seat the entire ball game. 1-0 from Rodriguez. That'll be popped up on the infield. Sogard, the shortstop, calling for it. Drifting in. Makes a one-handed catch and 2 away here in the Braves half of the 8th inning. Here comes Cal Conley to pinch hit for Marcell Ozuna. Braves scored 2 runs in the second inning on a 2-run homer by Jordan Luplow. Then got a solo homer from Michael Harris in the 5th inning. It's fouled off by Conley. That's how the Braves scored their 3 runs. And the only Red Sox run came on a solo homer by Masataka Yoshida in the 1st inning. So a 3-1 ball game here at the top of the 8th inning. 0-1 to Conley. Missed the inside corner.
Hey, I know what I wanted to ask you. Did you get word on the off day how the team golf tournament went?
I did. I'm glad you brought that up. We have to update everybody out there on how the golf tournament went. That'll be swung on missed. Because we were talking about this the other day, and Darren was playing in the event.
That's good.
And he said the team of Matzik, Stevens, Luplow, and Murphy took the title home at -15.
Wow.
1-2 misses low.
That's 4 guys?
Yeah, Matzik, Stevens, Luplow, and Murphy on a team.
-15.
Darren said his bunch finished -10. So it's Matzik, Stevens, Luplow, and Murphy with the bragging rights.
I didn't know Matzik was a player.
There's a 2-2 pitch. Chopped up the third baseline foul. Well, Jackson Stevens can certainly swing them.
Jonathan and I played with him last year in Seattle on an off day. Was it last year, Jonathan? 2 years ago. Played with he and Minter. Minter can play too.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan can too. Jonathan can swing it.
That'll miss low and inside. So his game is nothing to sneeze at, huh?
It's pretty slick.
Yeah. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Cal Conley. Payoff pitch. Reach and a miss for strike 3. And the Braves go down 1-2-3 for the first time since the 1st inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 Braves.
I'm what you might call very good at hide and seek. And since we got Xfinity, we have Wi-Fi all over the house. Even in my super secret hiding spots. So I can kill time in here by streaming my favorite...
Ha! Found ya.
How?
You left Find My tablet on. Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi on the Xfinity 10G network. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speeds vary.
Home is here. It's this place. It's this team.
Though our hometowns and backgrounds may be different, it is here that we are one.
Whether we're sitting side by side in these seats or watching from hundreds of miles away,
we share one heart and one home.
We are
Braves country.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
The Atlanta Braves Kids Club is a free program for Braves fans 14 and under. Visit braves.com/kids to learn more. This is Braves Spring Training on the Braves Radio Network.
Well, how'd you like Mr. Lopez, Mr.
Pretty good
Ingram?
stuff.
Yeah.
Really good line.
3 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, struck out 4. Outstanding work, and he'll make way now for Ken Giles, who's also been impressive. The veteran was given a non-roster invite to spring training, and he's pitched twice, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts for him, and he'll work the bottom of the 8th.
And greeting him, Bobby Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck will be followed by Ceddanne Rafaela to get it going here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch missed inside to Dahlbeck. Giles deals. Slider touches the inside corner, 1-1. You might have to answer this one tomorrow. You might want some time to think about what I'm about to ask you.
I hope it's not hard.
No, I don't think it'll be hard. I think you'll really just want to take some time to think about it, though. But then again, you might just reel off 3, 4 names in a row. We were talking about good golfers. And we were talking about Jackson Stevens being a really good really good golfer for this team, and Bryce Elder, a really good golfer, and some of the other talented golfers that play for this Braves team. 2-1 is low, and you play a lot of golf yourself. If you had to put together the best foursome of baseball players that you have ever seen play golf, who do you think would be in that group? Because I know you've seen some really good golfers through the years. 3-1, a little bit low, and there's a leadoff walk.
I will tell you first off, Rick Rhoden. Remember Rick Rhoden, the pitcher?
Uh-huh.
He played in a lot of the celebrity events, too, you know, those tournaments.
Right.
Rick Rhoden was amazingly good. Don Sutton, outstanding.
Runner goes, pitch to Raphael as a strike. Throw down the second base by Baldwin, not in time. Bobby Dahlbeck swipes second.
Yeah, Baldwin did not have a chance there. Not so much when he was playing, but became pretty darn good was George Brett.
Really?
Yeah. He loves to play.
Oh, 1 pitch fouled off.
Let me think.
By the way, Lucas Litke now tossing for the Red Sox. So Rick Rhoden, Don Sutton, George Brett, and these are guys that you played with. We're not talking about, you know, your broadcast, because you could add Smoltz in that mix.
Correct. Absolutely. Any of the big 3.
Pitch swung on a miss by Rafaela. He strikes out. No, because, that would be a different question. These are just guys you played with.
I played with.
Runner at second, 1 down.
Got to come up with a 4th.
Off the plate, 1 ball and no strikes.
Now this is not a name that most Braves fans will remember.
Giles exhales, brings a 1-0. That's low and inside. 2-0 now on Contreras.
Longtime teammate of mine in the Dodger organization, and later an outstanding pitching coach for the Braves in Double-A, Denny Llewellyn.
Yeah.
You know Denny.
I do. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball out to second. Luke Waddell is up with it cleanly. Throws over to first base. 2 down.
I'm going to bump Brett off the team.
Okay.
He's going to drop to number 5, and Ted Cox, a former first-round draft pick by the Red Sox that I played with in Seattle. Ted Cox could tee a ball up on a pencil and just knock the fire out of it.
Could he really?
Yeah.
Runner at third, 2 down, a swing and a miss.
He and Jim Rice, when they were together in the Red Sox organization, would compete in those long drive contests way back when.
This is after their career?
Yeah.
0-1 on Ref Snyder. Giles to the plate, and a fly ball out towards shallow center. Eli White sprinting in, can't get there. It's right in between White and Waddell. And that means a run for the Red Sox as Dahlbeck trots in and scores. It's just a blue base hit for Rob Refsnyder, and he'd tell you he needed that. He was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts prior. And it's now a 1-run ball game with the Braves on top 3-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. That extends the inning for Nick Sogard. Called strike on the inside corner. All right, so Cox, Sutton, Roden, and who did you say your fourth was? You bumped Brett for Cox.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn, yeah, finished Llewellyn. 1 pitch. That'll be fouled off. That'd be a fun crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rick Roden, though, stands out. I mean, he's the first guy that comes to mind.
Yeah.
But he was one of those guys that he could beat you at ping pong.
Just good at whatever he did.
Yeah, just pick something. He was great at it.
0-2 from Giles. Off the plate, 1-2.
Pretty good big league pitcher, too.
Yeah, he was. 3-2 Braves, bottom of the 8th. Red Sox have the tying run at first base. Giles ready. Leg kick in the 1-2. Couldn't get him to go after that slider down. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
I'm sure my phone's going to blow up tonight with people that I left.
How could you leave me out?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy.
2-2 is low, 3-2. Well, that's specifically why I wanted to make sure that we made it crystal clear these are guys that just you played against, or else Smoltzy would have texted you already.
Yeah, it'd already be ringing.
Count runs full on Nick Sogard. Refsnyder on the move, 3-2 pitch, missed inside, ball 4.
Not quite as sharp today. A couple of walks here for Giles. Leadoff walk hurt him because of the bloop single later.
Braves have the right-hander Whitley tossing in the bullpen. Giles looking for 1 out somewhere. First pitch in there, a called strike on Nick York. This inning for Giles started with a walk to Bobby Dahlbeck, who then stole second base. Giles then struck out Cedon Rafaela. Mark Contreras grounded out to second, and a base hit by Refsnyder to drive in a run, and the walk just now to Sogard. And there's a ball low to York to make it a 1-1 count. So the tying run at second with 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Giles a glance to second. Leg kick in the 1-1 pitch. Good breaking ball. Not a good swing at all by York. An excuse me swing, and he just couldn't hold back. Made him look foolish in a 1-2 count. Might want to go right back there on this pitch.
Yeah, York's had a tough time. Made an error at second base earlier.
1-2 pitch. Low and outside with the slider. That time York lays off. Yeah, for Giles, his first 2 outings, very sharp stuff. Trying to get through here in the bottom of the 8th, giving up just the 1 run. 2-2. Bounced over the mound. Going to be a tough play. Coming in and gloving in front of second. Luke Waddell throws over in time. Nice play by Luke Waddell.
Great play.
Really difficult play, especially for a second baseman. Coming onto the grass and then throwing against his momentum to get Nick York. And that ends the bottom of the 8th. So the Red Sox score 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 2 left. And as we head to the 9th, it's a 3-2 lead for the Braves. Does the look of your old siding have you feeling like you're in last place? Hey, Braves fans, it's Ben Ingram here. Matt's Exteriors is my go-to for new siding. Matt's Exteriors proudly offers James Hardy siding with several options to choose from. Did I mention Matt's Exteriors is a James Hardy Elite Preferred Contractor, and they offer a lifetime workmanship warranty. To schedule your free estimate today, visit mattsexteriors.com. That's mattsexteriors.com.
Max, water your plants in the shower with you. That's how you turn $1 into 2.
That's my Uncle Bert. Always thinking up ways to multiply his money. I told him to just play the times the cash scratchers. You can multiply your win up to 100 times, which is way better than his ideas.
Hold this $10 bill up to the mirror. Now it's $20.
For a limited time only, multiply your win 20 times, 50 times, or even 100 times to win up to $2 million. Play the all-new Times the Cash Scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
All the Braves fans out there already know the best things come from Atlanta, like game day at Truist Park, rooting for our team, hanging out with Blooper in the outfield, and watching the Freeze smoke all of his competition in between innings. Here in Atlanta, game day is never complete without a trip to Racetrack. Cool off with a Freeze Blast drink, or fuel up with whatever gets you going, from pizza to hot dogs to Swirl World ice cream. So thanks, Atlanta. You're home to the best and the tastiest. Fuel up at Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are back. Now more spring training on the Braves Radio Network.
Well, a familiar face will come on and work the 9th for the Red Sox against the Braves. Lucas Litke, who was with the Braves quite a bit last year, up and down, will make his 4th appearance. He's worked 3 innings, 2 hits. He's allowed 2 runs. Those both came in his first outing of the spring. He's walked 3, 1 in each of his first 3 outings. He's struck out 4. He's a left-hander. And he will face Luis Liberato to lead off for the Braves in the 9th.
3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Braves. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Red Sox. Braves have 2 homers. Red Sox have 1. Liberato takes a called strike. That homer by Michael Harris, the difference in the ball game right now. Michael Harris turning 23 today and continued his strong spring with a home run in the 5th inning. Liberato takes a called strike, 0-2. Braves have Liberato, Baldwin, and Alvarez due up here in the 9th inning. Liberato reaches out, pokes one foul. Lands on the rooftop to our left.
You know, I'm looking out at right field where Harris hit that home run. I'm more impressed with it every time I look out there.
It was a missile, wasn't it?
It was over the 380 mark of the fence, of the outfield fence.
Oh, 2 a wave and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball low and away.
And it landed in the seats about 30 feet above ground level in some bleachers out there. That's quite a poke.
That's a souvenir that you wanted to play on the hop. You don't want to catch that out of the air.
No doubt.
That'd have been dangerous. That was coming in hot. 1 down for Drake Baldwin. Left on left matchup. Ball low and outside from Litke. Baldwin smokes one past a diving Nick Sogard at short. And a base hit into left field. Good looking cut there by Drake Baldwin, one of the top prospects in the organization. Runner at first, 1 down. Nacho Alvarez coming up to the plate. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, the Red Sox will send up 8, 9, and 1. That'll be McGuire, Reyes, and Guthrie. And we'll see what the Braves want to do on the mound at that point. But they'll carry at least a 1-run lead to the bottom of the 9th. Pitch high and outside from Litke. If the Braves can hold on and win today, they'd improve to 7-5-1 this spring. If Grapefruit League records mean anything to you. 1-0 pitch. That swung on, miss. You know what's funny is if you have a bad record in the Grapefruit League or Cactus League, it'd be easy to say, your starters are only out there for 3, 4, 5 innings, and it's not a big deal. But you get to the end of ball games, 1-1 pulled foul. I don't care who's in there. You're just designed to want to win a game.
They do mean something, and they mean something to every one of these guys that come to the plate or come into a ball game to pitch. Braves have been in 5 one-run games already this spring. Here's another one.
Ball and 2 strikes on Nacho Alvarez. Litke steps off, looks back Baldwin to first base. Yeah, spring training, regular season, whenever. You want to win. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Pulled foul towards the Red Sox dugout. All of these opportunities, whether it's for big leaguers or guys who will be starting the season in the minor leagues, they are all big opportunities no matter when they come in a ball game. And everybody trying to make themselves seen and leave a good impression. 1-2 from Litke, skied foul down the right field line. That's into the seats for a souvenir. Still a 1-2 count on Alvarez. We'll be back at home tomorrow in Northport. That'll be the Braves and the Pirates, as we'll see Max Fried tomorrow. 1-2 got him looking. Good-looking breaking ball. Locked up Alvarez. 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Yeah, that ball game tomorrow, 1:05 Eastern. That'll be Max Fried for the Braves, Marco Gonzalez for the Pirates. A couple of lefties. So that'll be great to see Max out there. Braves will have back-to-back home games each of the next 2 days. Pitch from Litke and for a called strike, and it's 0-1 on Luke Waddell. Friday's ball game against the Orioles. So we'll see the Pirates tomorrow and the Orioles on Saturday. Here's the 0-1 pitch and a ground ball weakly to second. York to his left, gloves, throws over to first base, secured by Reyes, and that's it for the Braves in the 9th. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning with the Braves on top of the Red Sox 3-2.
Everyone needs car insurance. Legally, you gotta have it. The good news is that you have a lot of choices in who to work with. Why not buy coverage from a company that invests your dollars back into your community? Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance supports grassroots efforts that strengthen communities and protect our access to locally grown food. Because they're local, they have excellent service and response time. This is insurance you can feel good about. Get a quote at gfbinsurance.com.
Baseball and grilling, well, they basically go hand in hand. Take your grill game to a championship level with a Traeger grill. Traeger grills cook with an unrivaled wood-fired flavor, and they do so much more than a grill. You can smoke, bake, roast, braise, and barbecue with pure hardwood flavor. Plus, their Wi-Fi technology allows you to control your grill wirelessly from your phone. In fact, I love my Traeger so much, I bought one for my dad. Get yours at Home Depot or other specialty shops near you or online at Traeger.com.
The Atlanta Braves are in search of the best bar in Braves country, and we need your help. Do you have a favorite spot to watch the Braves in your town? We want to hear about it. Now through March 13th, fans can nominate their favorite local bar or restaurant and tell us why you think it's the best bar in Braves country. 6 finalists will be announced, and voting will open to fans to crown the official best bar in Braves country, with the winner receiving a Braves-hosted watch party and tons of swag. Visit Braves.com/bestbar to nominate your favorite bar or restaurant.
The 2024 Braves promotional calendar features a variety of exciting gate giveaways. See the full schedule and get your tickets at Braves.com/promos. Back to spring training action on the Braves Radio Network.
Cody Whitley on to try to earn the save for the Braves here as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Former Cardinal, 29 years old, out of the University of Mount Olive. We saw him earlier this spring. I don't have his exact number of appearances, Ben. You may, but I know he was very impressive, and I loved what I saw. I'm happy to see him today.
Yeah, looking forward to another outing like that. as they'll face 8-9-1 for the Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth. Braves 3, Red Sox 2. Right-hander Cody Whitley ready to deal. First pitch, a comebacker. How about that? Right to him softly. Picks it up in front of the mound, throws to first. There's an easy out. It's kind of a one-handed swing by Reese McGuire.
He got sawed off.
So one down here in the ninth inning. That'll bring Pablo Reyes up to the plate. Yeah, Cody Whitley, 29 years old. And through an inning and a third to this point, no ERA, has not allowed a hit yet, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Ball outside to Reyes. 1-0 from Whitley. Strike right in there, 1-1.
And he was right over the top and coming right after you.
Curveball popped up towards foul territory. That'll become a souvenir. Takes a big hop into the seats, and a fan in a Braves jersey's got it. Good amount of Braves fans here today. Braves on top 3-2, bottom of the ninth. Pablo Reyes 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. Waves the bat behind his right ear. 1-2 from Whitley. Little poke out to second. That'll be caught out of the air chest high by Luke Waddell. Right off the thumbs of Pablo Reyes.
Whitley has a bit of a unique delivery in that he's a big, tall guy, kind of a semi-slide step, but it's not like the arm is right in tune with that step. It kind of follows it just a beat later.
Quite right tough to pick up on.
Yeah, and right over the top.
There's Dalton Guthrie. That one comes inside, goes to the backstop.
And upon further review, definitely a slide step. Why is he looking in the dugout? Oh, man.
He was looking down at his right arm, right hand. Here comes Snit. Yeah, that last pitch went to the backstop, and he felt something.
No way.
Looks like Jeff Stevenson out there checking in, Braves trainer. And Snit motions to get somebody going in the bullpen.
Surely, he doesn't. He wouldn't want to throw another pitch. Oh, this is sickening. Throwing so well.
New pitcher will be Trey Riley.
It's odd how that all the sequence of that. As soon as the ball hit in the dirt, I looked at him and he was already walking around the mound on the first base side of the mound and flexing his fist and looking at his hand. And I thought, well, maybe it just slipped, like
right.
his hand, like that just slipped out of my hand. And then, no. Doggone it.
Well, he faces 2 batters, got a tap out and a pop out, and was looking really good. But he felt something with that last pitch and cannot continue. So Trey Riley will take over. And for Riley, it'll be his second spring training outing. He's pitched 1 inning to this point. No runs, 1 hit. No walks, 1 strikeout. And this is a guy who made it as high as Double-A Mississippi last year. Spent most of the season at Single-A Rome last year. Made 33 appearances in Rome, but advanced to Double-A. Made 7 appearances there. And we'll see what the 25-year-old Trey Riley has in store as he's looking for 1 out to put this thing in the win column. And it'll be a 1-0 count on Dalton Guthrie. And as soon as we have any information, it might not be until tomorrow, given that we're in the 9th inning, but as soon as we know anything about Cody Whitley, we'll pass that along. Again, Cody came on for the 9th inning. got the first 2 outs, and then on his first pitch to Dalton Guthrie, bounced one to the backstop, and then was looking down at his hand, and just something didn't feel right, and he has to come out of the ball game. So hopefully it's nothing that would prevent him from going again at some point soon. Hopefully it's something minor.
Let's hope so. Let's hope it was a cramp or something, maybe just like a stinger of some kind.
Right. Trey Riley will be the 5th pitcher used by the Braves today. Take that back. 6th pitcher. Braves used Bryce Elder for 3 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts for Elder. His last, really, 3 innings were really good.
They were.
We saw Ray Kerr for 2/3 of an inning. Reynaldo Lopez was great. 3 scoreless frames with 4 strikeouts.
Star of the day from the mound.
Giles an inning, and then Whitley 2/3 of an inning. 1-0 to Guthrie. Swing and a miss to make it a 1-1 count. Riley's 1-1. Another swing and a miss, 1-2. Red Sox down to their final strike. And Trey Riley looking for one more good bullet to blow right on by Dalton Guthrie. Riley, lean right-hander, looking into his catcher, Drake Baldwin. And his 1-2 pitch. Just nubbed foul. Barely got a piece.
Pretty good breaking ball from Riley.
Way ahead, 1-2. Riley cuts it loose. Miss low and in. Trey Riley went to Oklahoma State, also went to Logan College. 5th round choice of the Braves in 2018. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Riley brings it. There's a bouncer out to short. Charging and gloving the big hop. Nacho Alvarez throws over, and the Braves win. So a good job by Riley coming on in a set of circumstances where he wasn't sure he's going to be able to pitch or not. And due to the injury, Riley has his name called, comes on, gets the job done, and the Braves win it by a final score of 3-2. We'll have the totals when we come back. Final score, Braves 3, Red Sox 2.
The Aloft at the Battery Atlanta, a preferred hotel of the Atlanta Braves, is located at the center of all the excitement. Whether you are in town for work or pleasure, we can meet all your travel needs. Come experience a unique blend of food, drinks, and entertainment, all located within the Aloft Hotel. Afterwards, wind down in your spacious, vibrant guest room packed with amenities you can't miss out on. Enjoy the Battery Atlanta experience by making the Aloft your home base, where we are committed to safety and cleanliness. Aloft Hotels, different by design.
What 3 things help make Aikens Ford in Winder the #1 retail Ford dealer in the Southeast? Selection, savings, and service. Hi, this is Brad Aikens, and with over 1,000 new Fords in stock, we have one for you whether it's for work, play, or the everyday. And there's savings on them all. Finally, we go the extra mile for our customers, including delivery of your new Ford throughout the Southeast. Check out our entire inventory today, or even begin to buy at AikensFord.com. Aikens, we're closer, bigger, and sell more Fords than you think.
Are you ready for the most exciting time of year? The smell of fresh grass, the roar of the crowd, the balls ready to be fetched? I'm Cordy, Cortland Department spokespug and #1 Braves fan. Spring training is here and I'm so excited. The only thing I'm more excited about? Cortland being ranked #1 property management brand by Reputation.com. With the best living spaces and amazing resident service, it's no surprise. Cortland Apartments, proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. Find your new home at Cortland.com.
A new season of Behind the Braves is now streaming on YouTube. Follow along as the Braves begin their season at spring training in Northport, Florida. New episodes drop every Wednesday at youtube.com/Braves. You're locked into Braves spring training on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
The Braves hand the Red Sox their first home loss of spring training, and Atlanta improves to 7-5-1 on the year with a 3-2 victory today. Here's your totals: 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 6 left for the Braves. Red Sox 2 runs, only 4 hits. 1 error, 8 left. Bryce Elder, the winner. Nick Pavetta, the loser. Trey Riley got that last out for his first save of the spring. Time of the game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. 7,456 here at JetBlue Park to watch it. Ben will be back to tell you about tomorrow's game that features Max Fried right after this on the Braves Radio Network.
Attention all baseball fanatics. Experience Atlanta baseball from a whole new perspective at Omni Atlanta Hotel at Centennial Park in the heart of downtown Atlanta. Whether you're a foodie seeking culinary adventures or underwater wonders at the world's largest aquarium, Omni Atlanta Hotel at Centennial Park has something for everyone. Elevate your game at Top Draft Sports Lounge. Don't miss a single moment of the action with wall-to-wall coverage of every game and panoramic views of the Atlanta skyline. Book your stay now at omnihotels.com/Atlanta. Omni Atlanta Hotel at Centennial Park, where every stay is a grand slam.
I'm what you might call very good at hide and seek. And since we got Xfinity, we have Wi-Fi all over the house, even in my super secret hiding spots. So I can kill time in here by streaming my favorite...
Ha! Found ya.
How?
You left to find my tablet on.
Get wall-to-wall Wi-Fi on the Xfinity 10G network. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speeds vary.
Home is here. It's this place. It's this team.
Though our hometowns and backgrounds may be different, it is here that we are one.
Whether we're sitting side by side in these seats or watching from hundreds of miles away,
we share one heart and one home.
We are
Braves country.
The Atlanta Braves Kids Club is a free program for Braves fans 14 and under. Visit Braves.com/kids to learn more. This is Braves Spring Training on the Braves Radio Network.
Braves win this one 3-2 over the Red Sox. We'll be right back at it tomorrow, Braves and the Pirates. And that'll be a home game for the Braves. Next 2 ball games at home at Cool Today Park in Northport. Joe and I will be on the air at 12:55 Eastern. Get you ready for the first pitch. And then the first pitch to follow at 1:05 Eastern, 12:05 Central. Marco Gonzalez goes for the Pirates. No record for him and a 16.20 spring training ERA. Meanwhile, Southpaw Max Fried goes for the Braves. No record, no ERA for Max. So for our guy back in studio, our studio producer and operator Ryan Hopper doing a great job back in Atlanta. Also for Joe Simpson and our producer engineer Jonathan Chadwick. I'm Ben Ingram saying so long and a good afternoon from JetBlue Park in Fort Myers, Florida, where the Braves have defeated the Red Sox by a final score of 3-2. You've been listening to Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of Atlanta Braves Spring Training Baseball. This broadcast of Atlanta Braves Baseball is a presentation of the Atlanta Braves and Dickey Broadcasting Company, Atlanta. Any use of the accounts, descriptions, and audio of today's game without the express written consent of the Atlanta Braves Major League Baseball Club and Dickey Broadcasting Company is strictly prohibited. As the season finally gets rolling from Florida, count on the Braves Radio Network to bring you every single game live. Join us for the next spring training game right here. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Stories from coaches and executives.
Things go well, it's like the union did great. When things go poorly, the president now CJ's fault.
And breakdowns from analysts and insiders.
It doesn't seem Philly is in all that much of a rush.
Listen to the Rose Pod wherever you get your podcast.
You have cancer. There's nothing you can do to prepare yourself.
Round 1 of chemotherapy. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna survive. There's no way I'm gonna let this take over me.
Cancer doesn't care what you look like, who you are.
It may not save my life. It may save my children's life. It may save someone you love.
You ain't get this cancer about you. Let's do it.
Live. Fight like hell. And when you get too tired to fight, let somebody else fight for you.
Is one of the lives that's been saved.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Visit v.org/donate.
Carlin versus Joe on ESPN Radio. The Miami Dolphins.
I was blown away by the